Jeez, get it together.
It's Saturday.
Anyways, I should probably put out a tweet that I'm alive. I am live with my wife.
My wife.
And then I can put this in here. And in the other places where I promoted. Also, is my phone does not want to connect because it's being stupid. Okay.
It's connected.
No, it was taking a while to connect. It's connected now. It didn't connect right away.
Whatever.
So it was being a bit stubborn, so I had to call it out, and then it fixed itself. That's how it works with these types of things. Anyways, I think everything is now in order.
You have not acknowledged my tiny ponytail.
I what?
You have not acknowledged my tiny ponytail. I cut my hair.
That was a little bit of visual comedy that nobody saw because we don't have a camera yet.
I cut my hair for context.
Yeah, and I pet her ponytail because she was asking for acknowledgement. And
I cut my hair. I don't have a horse girl ponytail anymore.
There's a specific type of ponytail for horse girls.
It's like really long, like a horse.
Like a really long ponytail for a horse. Okay. Like a horse's tail?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wonder why it's called a ponytail.
My brain look. I might not be the smartest person. I might be dumb. No, that's it.
I may be stupid, but I'm not dumb.
And then yeah.
Are you good?
I mean, it just kind of reminded me of something that happened in high school.
On high school?
In high school. Can you not? Where so it's what for context, this was in a US history class.
Will that be important later?
Well, it'll be important for what I'm about to say. But I was in high school. I was giving a presentation on the KKK, and in the middle, can you not stab, please? In the middle of my speech?
Cheating.
Okay. In the middle of that presentation, I was talking about like the organization of it, and like their like leader is called like the Grand Wizard, right? The Grand Wizard of the KKK, and it. In the middle of the presentation is when I had the realization, oh, they're called wizards because of they dress like the pointy hats and the cloak. They dress like wizards. Oh. I had that realization in front of the entire class. And I was like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, anyways, they're a bunch of racist fucks. And they're bad.
Unrelated. But I just remember because you're talking about in a taste of how my brain works in tangents. You were talking about wizards, and I thought of Wizrobes. I'm like, Wizrobes looks like a KKK, and then it went back to your thing, and I started listening to you again, and then it went back to Wizrobes again. I was like, there's different elements of Wizrobes, and then I remembered I saw some on Snapchat today, and they were playing Hyrule Warriors. They have elemental Lynels in that game.
In Hyrule Warriors?
Yes.
Like Age of Calamity?
Yes.
That sounds pretty dope.
Yes. It looked really cool. I was very confused because I thought my friend was playing like a mod or something. And like, that's too complex of a mod. It was very clean. And then I looked it up and I'm like, I messed up. But I thought it looked cool because she was fighting a electric Lionel, and it's like black and green aesthetic. It's really cool. I didn't look up the other ones though because I just wanted to know what game it was, but that's cool.
Cool. I guess some additional things I could say right now that are not related to what you just said. I don't know, part of me is wondering if I'm a little bit sick right now.
Are you down with the sickness this time?
Maybe. I'm not sure because like I feel just a little. I feel kind of lethargic. So if my energy throughout the stream's kind of meh, that's why. And like, but also like yes, like last night for example, my stomach was just kind of upset. And I'm pretty sure it was because of something I ate, but like, because especially since like I'm not feeling my stomach's not upset in the way that it was last night, but it is like. But I do still feel kind of lethargic and icky, like generally icky. But not like, but I'm not like coughing or sneezing. You don't really have like a runny nose or anything like that. So I'm like, thanks for applauding my sickness that I might not even have. It might just be my body being bad at existing. But thanks for the applause anyways. Yeah, I genuinely don't know. I've also just been like more tired. Like literally before I went to go get you from your mom's house before stream, like I took like a baby nap, like a half hour or so baby nap, because I was just like,
you're just a baby.
A little bit, yeah. But I was just I was just like tired, because like I like what was I doing? I don't know. I like watched like I think I'd watched some videos. Oh, I sent you the like a few of the videos that I wanted you to look at that for the song of the day, because I had like 4 or 5 cursed song ideas, but I wasn't sure which one to go with. So I was like, well, let's send them to SinWife, because you know she's gonna be participating. She can be the deciding factor here. And I think after that, yeah, that's when I kind of just laid down in bed and I was like, I feel dead. Anyways, how's it going, Yang?
Young.
I hope things are going better for you than me right now.
At
least physically. Sick. I can't really speak for emotionally, because I don't know where I'm at emotionally either. That's a question mark.
Because your body doesn't know how to handle anything.
It doesn't. My body is stupid.
And then when it doesn't have anything it needs to handle, it doesn't understand. Yeah. And it can no longer handle that.
Yeah. I'm gonna flip my taco this way.
Binging Better Call Saul.
Oh yeah, but I haven't watched I think the 5th or the 6th season. But I watched all of Breaking Bad with ResDog. Actually, let me go back even further. I watched Breaking Bad like towards the tail end of high school and into I think maybe that summer break or so between. No. I remember talking about it with some friends in junior high school. Because actually, maybe I watched it in my junior year of high school. Because the season 5 of Breaking Bad came out like towards the beginning of my junior year of high school. So I remember it being talked about, and I think I only started watching it after it had fully come out, and I was like, so I watched it on Netflix like here and there, like over the weekends. What? Oh.
Breaking Bad came out. Good for them.
Anyways, but yeah, so I watched Breaking Bad when I was in high school, and then a few years ago, I decided to ask ResDog, like, hey, you know, I've been thinking about this show, and I know it's that show that literally everyone and their mother has been like, oh my god, it's the best show ever, but like, actually, I do think it's literally the best show I've ever watched. And I was like, okay, Rez, just for tonight, just watch the pilot with me, okay? Because the pilot's a really good pilot. So it gives you a really good sense of like what the show is kind of about. If you like the pilot, then we could watch more. If you hate it, then I won't ask you again about this. And
if you hate it, we can't be friends.
No, we were still gonna be friends regardless. There's so many things we don't that we share interests on, but there's tons of things we don't share interests on, and we're fine. Anyways,
Can I state something unrelated? But since we're talking about shows, I just want to put out into the world and
okay.
maybe
Can you say it quickly?
yes. I was joking with you about if you don't like Breaking Bad, it can't be friends. If you're one of those people that violently, like for no reason, you've never seen the show or you've never given it a full chance, if you hate on Steven Universe with like an unnecessary passion, I'm not talking to you.
Okay, maybe we'll come back to that later. But let me finish my thoughts. So,
Sorry.
anyways, that night, we watched. And this would have been at like 2 a.m. or some shit. Like, cause Rezdog and I years ago were just the gremlins that existed in the dead of night when no one else would. To some extent, we still are, but that it's a little bit different now. We watched the pilot, and he was like, "Damn, that was actually really good." And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool, yeah. Do you want to watch more?" And he was like, "Hell yeah!" And so we watched the entire Breaking Bad series, not in that night.
I was about to say.
This was over the course of weeks. Bear in mind.
We froze time and watched the entire series.
Yeah, but I think it was like this was like I think like almost like November or December of 2019 or some shit like that. It was a while ago, but not like insanely long ago. Anyways, we really liked it, and then I mentioned we watched the entire series. We were like, "Damn, that really is like maybe the best TV show ever made." I'm like, "Fuck yeah, it is." And I was like, "Hey, you want to watch the spin-off series called Better Call Saul?" Which I had also up to that point watched the first 3 seasons of, on my own time, years prior, or a year or so prior, however long. And so then I watched it with Rez, and at the time that we were watching it, the 4th season had recently come out on Netflix.
Good for them.
Yes. So we watched all that, and yeah. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention about Breaking Bad. And I need to find a way to say this without giving away because I haven't watched it with my wife yet. But after the 4th season, which ends with it has a very explosive 4th season finale in Breaking Bad, right? And then it kind of leaves it in a question of like, well, where does the show go from here? And then Rez decided to say, "Hey, can I guess the plot of season 5?" And I was like, "Okay, go for it." And then he proceeded to guess the plot of season 5, like almost exactly, which was in like it wasn't like he had like looked this shit up ahead of time. He just genuinely guessed like, "Is it gonna be this?" And I'm like, I deliberately muted myself in Discord so I wouldn't react, or if I did react, he wouldn't hear it. And so he's like, "I bet they're gonna do this, and then I think they're gonna do this," and I was like, "Holy fuck! How is he guessing like every major plot beat? Like there's like 2 things he had wrong," and so it was kind of crazy. And so he did a similar thing with like season 3 of Better Call Saul, which I had already watched, but he hadn't watched yet, obviously, because I was watching it with him. And so he'd wanted to do that again for season 3 of Better Call Saul, and then he proceeded to do exactly the same shit, where he guessed it like almost beat for beat. And I told after we got to like the end of the whole like fucking court case between him and his brother, I told him, "It's like, dude, you managed to guess that exactly perfect except for one thing. You forgot to mention Huel." And that was it. And that fucking blew my goddamn mind how well he could predict that shit. Not that the show is like overly predictable or anything. It's a really good show, and it does have some wild twists and turns.
Hey, Mr. Goose, what you doing with that noose?
That's oddly appropriate given what season 3 ends with.
Stop spoiling.
I'm not spoiling anything.
Gang's on season 2.
I didn't say anything about who or anything. Just it's oddly appropriate. That's all I'm saying. But and yeah, we watched through season 4 because that's all that was on Netflix at the time, and I haven't watched it since. So, but yeah, it's a really good show. From what I have watched, and what I've been hearing, people are loving how the show's been wrapping up. So, yeah. Sounds.
Is this gonna be like BoJack, where you're not gonna watch the new stuff until I'm watching it?
I mean, I've thought about watching it, but I don't know. I might watch it with you. We'll see. I mean, I kind of want to finish Malcolm in the Middle with you, so we can then watch Breaking Bad, so you can see the total tone shift that Bryan Cranston has as an actor. Um, but yeah, anyway, so you're in season 2. He's working with the Santa Fe law firm, and Ermintrout just got his ass beat by Tuco. Okay, yeah, okay, I remember that. See, the only thing I like about Steven Universe is watching his bucket beat in the multiverse. Oh, okay, the multiverse. What's Multiversus or whatever it's called? Watching Shaggy beat the shit out of him. That's kind of a funny idea. And yeah, Steven Universe. So my wife loved that show when we were first dating, and
I love that show still. Don't use past tense.
Past tense is still correct. Did you not love it back then?
I love it now.
Okay, so she did and still loves Steven Universe as a show, and so she made me watch it, like all of it. And I have mixed feelings about the show. I think it has very interesting ideas and very interesting themes and like messages that it kind of wants to get out there.
But it was caught in a Cartoon Network trap.
It was caught, yeah. So a lot of problems did come down to Cartoon Network being Cartoon Network, and that was kind of frustrating. Though I don't fully absolve Rebecca Sugar because a lot of mistakes really are her mistakes. Like one of the things that drives me crazy about the show is that this idea that they didn't have any actual standard model for their characters. There was no standard for the animation, and I mean that in the most literal sense of that term.
I get it if it was an indie thing and it's we're trying to give all these illustrators different chances, all these animators different chances to animate. And
I don't know how well you're being picked up on the mic, by the way.
Sorry, but it's Cartoon Network and it needs to be more consistent because it's Cartoon Network.
Well, more importantly, who cares about whether or not it's cartoon? It's more of that it's it's like an animation show where you have characters in consistent settings and environments and stuff. It's not fucking it's not a show that's trying to experiment with animation style every episode, right? It's kind of trying to be roughly the same type of shit, but it just doesn't have That was something they got better at that as time went on, in all fairness. But it was something that bugged the shit out of me. But that ultimately isn't what ended up mattering about that show, for me at least. But I think it is a little bit emblematic of some of the artistic laziness of the creators. Because I became mostly frustrated with a lot of the story, and the writing of it, and a lot of the pacing of it too. Which particularly at the very end, the pacing problems are kind of more Cartoon Network's fault. But they didn't. But the Steven Universe crew didn't do themselves any favors with how they were approaching the initial seasons. Because they were kind of, I don't know, maybe they were kind of unfocused for way too long. That was kind of one of my problems. Because when they had focused narratives and clear ideas of what they wanted to do, I thought they did a very good job. I just became very frustrated when they were being, I don't know, half-hearted about it. It's a little bit hard to explain without going into an overly long rant about it, especially when I haven't even been into my taco yet. So.
On my salad.
Yeah, I've been doubling on rice, but anyways, you can talk while I actually try to eat.
Am I gonna go on a rant about Steven Universe?
If you want to go on a rant about Steven Universe, you go ahead. Because I think explaining my thoughts is just requires too much explaining.
All I have to say is why I had to put my 2 cents in there is just I get some people that hate the show and like they shit on the show. Like the fans are kind of chaotic, but what fandom isn't chaotic?
Yeah.
To be fair, but also like if you've seen the show, like you've talked a lot about the show. You've shit on it, for lack of better phrasing, but like, cause you're not like talking shit on it. You're not like this show fucking sucks. Music is shit. It's garbage. Like you're not doing that.
No, I
But
have.
there's people that do that.
I have.
and
I have criticisms of the show, but they don't. But they come from an honest place.
Yeah, like you've watched it. You understand what they're trying to do with it. You gave it you gave it a chance past the first half of the first season. And that's where it starts getting interesting. I hate when I interact with people and they've watched like the first 5 episodes. And they're like, that's stupid. And that a lot of times overlaps with people like cartoons are for kids. It's like, shut up.
The whole cartoons are for kids crowd should shut the fuck up entirely.
Yes.
Like that is so. It's someone. It's just so. It's quite frankly immature.
My favorite comeback to that I've heard someone say is like, cartoons are for kids. Like, you know, adults make these shows. And I was like, thank you for using words that I did not put together myself.
Well, and more importantly, like it's really demeaning to kids to talk about that, because it's like kids can actually grasp adult themes. Like one thing I really hate, and I remember hating this when I was a kid. I really hated when I could tell that shows were afraid of touching the subject of death.
Mm-hmm.
I hated that.
Mm-hmm.
Because like it's like, dude, I know what death is.
Yeah.
You know?
They did it on Sesame Street.
Like the concept of
they murdered Elmo in the middle of Sesame Street Square and put his head on a stake through the hole in his ass, like Kermit the fucking Frog.
Jesus Christ!
Sorry, that was a lot.
That was a lot. No, I was just like more like I could. It's as a kid, I could tell when a show was trying to be like overly kid friendly when it didn't need to be. And I'm not talking about shows that are aimed at literal toddlers. I'm talking about like shows that are aimed at like kids like 7 to 11 or something like that.
But even still, cartoons now for toddlers, Bluey, if anyone's ever watched enough Bluey, that shit can make you cry, and it has made me cry. Well, a lot of cartoons have made me cry.
Yeah, Bluey, I'm not sure if you're the best judge of that, to be
Bluey is like, they know the parents are watching this too, and they'll put shit in there for the parents.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna talk to the Bluey crowd that doesn't exist on this platform for a second, but I'm doing it for me. But people talk about, I forgot the name of the episode, but with the planets, and Bingo goes on the planet, and it's like supposed to be like about like motherly love and growing up, and everybody's like, oh my god, that episode is so emotional. And then like Baby Race, which is another episode about how Bluey learned to walk, and that's supposed to be emotional, of like all kids grow up differently, and like it's not a race, and the mom trying to come to terms with she's not a bad mom because her kid can't walk yet. And it's like, that's a show, that's an episode for the parents. It's like, I get that those ones are emotional for people. Rug Island killed me. Because I'm healing my inner child. And that one made me cry. If you will watch any Bluey episode ever, I'm telling everyone to go watch Rug Island. I will sob. Because that one's like, oh, the dad's got to go to work. They're sad. The dad goes in late to work because he cares more about playing with his kids because it's important. And he basically remembers, like, how to, like, be a kid, and being an adult is, like, hard. And, like, his kid reminded him that, like, it's okay to, like, miss being a kid. And I sobbed. It was so upsetting, but in the happiest way possible. Anyway, back to Steven Universe.
Well, I was more talking about just like
Oh yeah.
the idea of like whether or not cartoons can be like for kids and adults and stuff like
Yes.
or if they can be mature might be a better way of saying it. And I think even if your target audience is literal children, yeah, there should be. And you know, you brought up a good case with a show that is aimed at literal toddlers, where it's like it still has these like emotionally, I guess, thoughtful episodes, right?
Make you
You know,
reflect.
yeah, but it's like very much geared at this like the toddlers and the parents of toddlers type of audience. I think when you're getting at like more like I guess 7 to 11 range, I think you're dealing with kids that actually want like an actual narrative.
They understand the world, or trying to.
Mm-hmm. At least for me, that was the case. I liked the shows I liked the most were the ones that felt like they had some kind of actual narrative and plot and stuff like that. Like, you know, and I know I mentioned like the avoidance of death being a bit of a like a dumb thing, but like I thought Yu-Gi-Oh was one of those shows that I liked as a kid, and it kind of subverted the whole death thing by like having the whole Shadow Realm thing. But I thought that was actually a clever way of doing that, because it's like you're sending them to hell, right? Because it's like it isn't just like you're not just simply terminating their life, you're sending them to like Egyptian hell or some shit like that, right? So it was still like pretty fucked up in its own way. Now, there are some things from the Yu-Gi-Oh show, particularly the American release of it, that are a bit silly. Like there's a scene in like the first season where like Kaiba's like trying to hack into like some stuff on like Pegasus's island, and some of his goons come into the room, and they're supposed to be pointing guns at Kaiba.
Finger guns.
But yeah, they edited the guns out. They're still holding out their arms, or like they're pointing guns.
That's like...
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, good timing, Sans. But like, so like, and like, they're also supposed to like actually shoot at him, right? Mm-hmm. So like, yeah, okay, yeah, that's an area where that is silly and stupid that they censored that for the kids. That is dumb. But you know, as a kid, I've found the overall plot of Yu-Gi-Oh! The show to be kind of engaging because it actually had one. Maybe it's not the best example, but because like as an adult, I think there's some things that are just like, yeah, this is like silly writing. But there are some cartoons that were aimed at kids that, as an adult, I think are actually some of the best TV I've ever consumed. And the two that immediately come to mind are Avatar: The Last Airbender, which I didn't actually watch until I was a teenager, because I didn't have Nickelodeon. I was a PBS kid. And then the other one, which I also didn't watch as a kid, I only watched this as a teenager and an adult, is Star Wars: The Clone Wars. Both of those shows, I think, are actually really well done, especially as they went on, because they realized that they could actually be bold and have pretty serious and heavy narratives. They didn't have to be child-friendly all the time. They could actually recognize, hey, our audience is actually mature enough to handle some pretty fucked up topics, like genocide. Which actually is kind of especially bold, I think, in the case of Avatar, because the episode where they introduce the idea of genocide comes in, like, it's like the fourth episode of the show, where they visit the Severn Air Temple, and Aang finds out that all his people were slaughtered, and he's the only one. That's really early on to introduce a theme of literal genocide, right?
Also to show his master that was trying to protect
Oh,
him.
yeah, it wasn't just like, oh, he found out that they were all killed. He saw their bones.
Like, they could have found, like, his like, he had, like, a necklace thing, like a chain thing.
Yeah.
It's like, they could have just, like, shown that in a pile of rubble and, like, implied it. But no, they showed it directly. Like, he sighed this skeleton with his outfit.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, bruh. But tangent on that too is unrelated but related because we're talking about Avatar a little bit.
Okay.
Everybody talks about the Leaves from the Vine episode with Iroh, or his son,
Mm-hmm.
and how that like breaks it. And it's like, yeah, it's like an emotional episode. But why does everyone like remember that more than the episode directly after, where Appa goes through so much trauma? Everybody's like, oh my gosh, this one section of this episode where Iroh sang a song because emotions, very sad. Appa being abused and terrified and hurt and almost dying several times for the full episode, I think it's a little harder in my opinion, and I just want justice for that. That's all.
Justice for Appa.
Justice for Appa. Like, he was afraid of, what's her name, the Kyoshi warrior girl?
Fuck, what's her name? Asami? No.
No. I don't know.
Fuck,
But
oh
he
my
was
god.
afraid of her. He knows her. He was so traumatized he couldn't even recognize his friends.
Yeah.
Anyway, justice for Appa.
Yeah.
Hashtag justice for Appa.
Yeah. Anyways, coming back to the genocide.
Sorry.
So part of why I think that was actually really good of them to show is, one, it actually, is what the story is about. Because the story is kind of about, to some extent, about the genocide of the air nomads. So obviously you need to have some focus there. Hi, Lumaris. We're talking about genocide in children's TV shows. But then the other thing is I think it's really good that they showed that, because one, for any adults watching, it kind of signals, no, this show is serious. Like, we're not kidding around. That was a good pun. Nobody laughed except for me.
You didn't even laugh.
I gave a little fake laugh. It was a really good, but it's also, I think, good even for the kids to see, because it gets the kids to realize how serious the show is. And also, think about this, like, what if you're a kid watching that show and you, like, learn about, let's say you're a kid, like a Native American kid, or a Jewish kid, or a Armenian kid, or something like that, where you grow up and then learn that your people were genocided. And, like, think about how like, and this is something I personally can't really relate to, as none of the ethnic groups that were, like, that have a well-documented genocide. I am not any of those, but like, I imagine that if you're a kid that did watch Avatar and you did fit into one of those categories, watching Aang go through that same trauma of learning that everyone in his culture had been ruthlessly slaughtered by an empire, I don't know, I feel like that would just be very powerful for a child like that to see in a show.
I could picture, like, a middle school kid, like sometimes teachers would be like, pick a topic of anything you want that has to do with the current topic we're learning. I could see a kid using Avatar to relate to, like, a historical event and something like that, like a genocide type thing, like, and I relate to that because this and this and this and this and this and this happened in my culture.
Well, yeah.
A+.
Yeah. Well, and yeah, that's because, and that's the other thing that made that show really good, is that it does actually lean into real life history for its inspiration. Like, like, because, like, the Fire Nation is very clearly based off the Japanese Empire, which, comes with a lot of really interesting aesthetics and art styles and stuff, but it also comes with, well, genocide and war crimes and other atrocities, because I don't think it can be understated how awful the Japanese Empire was, especially like all the way up into the 20th century, during the Second World War. Like, holy shit, they did some of the most awful things. And bear in mind, we're putting this in the scale of the 20th century, where so many bad things happened. The Japanese Empire is among the worst ever seen in history. So leaning into that history for, the villainous faction of Avatar, I think was a good idea. But they also leaned into lots of other things, for example, with the air nomads are based off Tibetan monks, right? And then the water tribes are kind of about they're the Inuit type, sort of based off that. And I guess the Earth Kingdom's just China. I don't know. I feel like that's probably the best comparison, but
I'm not good enough at geography and history to say anything.
Okay, fair enough. But so they leaned into the history of those real life cultures for.
If you ask me where 9/11 hhappened, I don't know. Do you ask me when it happened? I don't know. I don't remember.
But you're supposed to never forget. What's funny? Before the stream, I watched a Drake and Josh meme video that included the World Trade Center. And I thought about, this would be really funny to share on stream. It might also actually be TOS to share on stream because of how hot it is. Because, it was hot enough to melt the steel beams.
You should just share it on Twitter.
I could share it in the Discord. If I could find it.
Anyway.
But, here, let me actually create a new tab. And try not to actually play it as I go to my history. Oh, here it is. Alright.
Click the three dots. You should be able to do it from there. No? Oh.
No. I might have to actually click on it. But I'll just click on it and pause.
Jesus.
Yeah. It's I'll put this in we'll just put this in memes and stuff, just so if you're in the Discord, feel free to go check that out. If you're not in the Discord, well,
Anyway.
You know what? I guess how about this? Thinking ahead, if you're on YouTube,
Oh my gosh. Can you put that in there?
If you're on YouTube, because I'm not sure that I'm gonna remember to put this in the description. If I do, then great. But if not, here it is on the screen right now. So just go to that link, and you're gonna have to copy it down, type that all shit out. That's gonna be a link, but it's good.
This is so unnecessary. Going on so many tangents today.
Yeah. I'll just leave it at that.
We got to genocide for me saying, if you hate Steven Universe, fuck you. And, that's how we got here.
How did this happen?
Stephen DeMayo Universe did 9/11. Wait, what's his full name? I know his full name. I think it's Stephen DeMayo Cutie Pie Universe is the whole name.
Stephen what?
Stephen DeMayo Cutie Pie Universe.
That's too much, man.
It's... I don't even think that's his legal name, but
Does he have a legal name? Hold on, does he legally exist? And I mean this...
Yes. No, wait.
Does he have a social security number?
Connie went to college, he didn't.
I don't know if Steven Universe has a legal identity.
I was gonna say, like, well, he needs insurance to go to therapy, which is canon. But I'm like, his dad's fucking loaded now. He doesn't need insurance to go to therapy. His dad can pay for it. Oh my god. Wait. It's like Pearl. I'm not a citizen, Steven! He's not real. Anyway, how did we get here? Do you know why his full name is Stephen DeMeo Cutie Pie Universe? You don't remember?
No.
Because one time in an episode, in like the first like 2 minutes of the episode, one of the earlier ones, Stephen was talking to Garnet, and he's like, "Danger's my middle name," and she's like, "No, it's not. Your middle name is Cutie Pie." And he just kept that forever. So that's his middle name. Quote unquote legally. Because Garnet said it.
I mean, I guess in the absence of actual, like, legal documentation of your existence, he can be whatever he wants to be.
Greg's actually...
Which is actually low-key one of the themes of the show.
Greg changed his name in the universe. It was originally DeMeo. And that's why he put DeMeo on there.
How cool is it to change your last name to Universe? That's
awesome.
That's pretty cool, right?
He basically changed his name to that because of a in-universe David Bowie song. It wasn't David Bowie, it was something else.
But it was basically David Bowie.
It was basically the David Bowie of Steven Universe world.
Cool.
You know, the same world that doesn't have Russia. Which they never talk about why she did that. She never explained why she made the map this way. She's just extremely prejudiced towards Russian people for no reason.
Checks fucking Rebecca Sugar's Twitter since February of 2022.
She just talks shit on Russia. For no reason.
I mean, there are some actual reasons to talk shit on Russia,
but for like a weird, like, she's not weird. Like a
she's
ukulele weird. Animator person.
She's weird.
Like,
they're weird.
Have I been saying she? I like just corrected you, and I don't even know what I've been saying. I'm a fool.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, it's they.
Go on.
Let me finish all the other tangents before I circle back to Steven Universe.
I said go on.
Oh, that's why we went here. It's because you've actually seen it, so you kind of have the quote-unquote right to talk shit on it. Because you've given it, like, the biggest of all chances you could give.
Yeah, I mean, I watched the entirety of it with you.
I made you watch the movie, which you want to pretend like never happened.
The movie is actually maybe the worst part of that entire show.
You just don't like Spinell.
I also don't think the movie does anything good.
I think it's fun, and I didn't watch the first 15 minutes the first time I saw it because I couldn't see through my tears. I had to rewind it and watch the beginning over again because I was violently sobbing.
Okay.
I think Spinell's okay. If you were in control of watching it, she would have showed up on the screen and you would have turned it off immediately. Like, anytime she was on screen, you're like, I hate her.
I really did hate her.
Why? Do you just not like the rubber hose, or you didn't like her voice actor?
I didn't like a single thing about her.
She's traumatized.
And?
and abandoned.
And maybe she should have stayed and abandoned.
Oh my god! Think about it.
You ever think about how there might be a reason she was abandoned?
She was literally made to be this bubbly best friend person.
If I were best friends with a bubble, I think I would be better off. No, that's fine. That's a little bit mean to Rez, actually. I'm sorry. That was uncalled for.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways.
See, this hate towards this character is the same equivalent of hate people give to the show. It's unnecessary and uncalled for. I liked it. I no longer have this blinders on of like, it's so good and it should be everyone's favorite show. I no longer have that anymore. But I admit that I did. But I do like it enough that I've watched it through completely multiple times, and I've made a notebook of different points, and I've organized it, and have like kept count of different things that happen, reoccurring themes and jokes. You know, like Pearl being gay. That has a lot of tally marks. But it's good. It could have been really good.
It could have been great.
It could have been great. But yeah, no. It's just it was trapped in the Cartoon Network bubble, and I don't know. It's oh, something I was gonna say, which could be similar to what I was about to say just now. I think because we were talking about Avatar, I think if Legend of Korra just came out a little handful of years later than it did, I think it would have been really great. Everybody like freaks the fuck out over it of like, oh my gosh, it's such bisexual visibility, and like, no, it wasn't. Like, that's not a reason to love the show.
It's really not.
It maybe had a bisexual character, which they gave it so little. Like, yes, okay, I'll give it that she probably was, and that she was dating Asami.
Well, even then, that element only comes in at literally the last episode.
It's the last, yes, it's confirmed, quote unquote, confirmed, the last episode.
But that's not...
They gave it to the last season, and they had maybe, like, 4 interactions where they're, like, kind of flirting with each other. And it wasn't even that.
Yeah.
It was annoying, and everybody's like, "Oh my god, bi visibility."
Well,
it's not. There's so much.
Well, it's also just like not even like, it's just not the relationship, it's not the relationship that was experienced the majority of the show.
Yeah.
And it's also not what the narrative was ever about.
Yeah. I think that if they wanted to have that angle so bad, and that's also why that aspect is also why I'm saying if it just came out a few years later, they could have.
That's a good point, Lumaris. Yeah.
Yes, but I'm fine with them being in a romantic relationship. I think it came out too soon for them to be able to do it properly. Or it should have just been implied earlier on. And played with it on and off throughout the whole thing.
Well, and that show has a similar problem to a lot of other issues I have with a lot of media is pacing.
Yeah.
And actually, I think thinking about it with it, because we watched like the entirety of Legend of Korra a few years ago, also with Rez, by the way. We watched it with because
that was on accident. He was just kind of there.
Yeah, no, we were just watching it together in Discord call together, and then like he came into the Discord call one night and started watching it with us, and we were like, okay.
And we would all nut over Asami.
Yeah. Asami's hot, and all 3 of us agreed over that, so we all said
Bolin is the best boy, and I'm more passionate about Bolin than I am about Steven Universe, and if you want to fight me because you think Bolin sucks, I will find where you live and punch you fully in the dick.
Bolin can fight for himself.
I know.
He knows how to lava bend.
I know. He shouldn't have to, though.
Fair enough.
I will protect him.
Anyways, but so thing one with the show in terms of like my criticism. Bear in mind, I actually overall liked the show. Just before, okay. So I guess thing one, I like the show. Thing two, let me talk a little bit of shit about it. Thing three, I will get back to what I like about it. So thing one about that I think was a weakness of that show. It has less episodes per season than Avatar had, or I should say, Last Airbender did, because Last Airbender had like what 20-ish episodes per season, and Legend of Korra had like 10 or 12 maybe.
I don't know.
Which, like, look, you can do a pretty compelling story in that time frame, but these are also episodes that are 20 minutes long, right? Which so I think like a 12 episode like season works a lot better when your episodes are like 40 minutes and you can actually go really in depth every single episode. Legend of Korra did not have that benefit, and so the pacing in every season felt kind of rushed. Like every single one, like all 4 seasons, just felt rushed. The one that had the worst though, and this is by far the worst season, is the very first one. The first season of that show actually kind of sucks, like straight up, because it's doing like trying to do like 5 storylines at the same time, and it has no time to give any like attention to any of them, and it's so frustrating. And the dumbest one of them is like the whole like love triangle shit. Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
That shit should have never been in there. I would have cut that from the storyline entirely.
Yeah.
It was so. In fact,
And that's part of why.
And here's the thing: that shit lingered for like a whole another season. It
was the whole thing.
That love triangle thing was still going on in the second season, and I hated every second of it because it was basically everything that's wrong with love triangles was present with that.
Yeah, it was like if they took that out completely, it would enhance the show a lot. And they'd also have time for shit.
Which in the first season was
And that's
especially
also
problematic.
And it's also why it bugs me so much the end with Korra and Asami, because I'm like, they just added to the problem, which was the love triangle. And it's like, okay, fine. He ended up with neither of them, fine. Now they ended up together, and they're not even gonna like poke fun with it or anything. Like, it's like, okay, you harped on a love triangle for, what is it? There's 4 total seasons, I think?
Well, they did drop it in the third season. So it was the first 2 seasons they were really on it, and then the third season they were like, okay, this is bad, we're gonna drop it. Third season, I actually think had the best writing because they stopped doing all the dumb shit.
Which one was that? Which villain was that?
That was, Zahir. The bald guy?
Yeah. They didn't drop it, though. It was just not as present.
I don't remember it being in there at all.
If I recall... I'm gonna have to rewatch it again. I've been wondering if I should.
Because I remember it happening in season 2 when, like, I think, like, Korra had, like... Because, yeah, she got, like, knocked out at sea and lost some of her memory, right? And so when she came back to... what, Republic City? Is that what it was called? She, like, forgot they had broken up. And so that created, like, this whole, like, drama. Stupid fucking drama.
I'm gonna have to rewatch. I don't even remember. That's another show I wanted to, like, write down in a notebook, because it was very interesting. And different things that they touch on.
So, yeah. So, I guess, so what I really like about Korra is where it's trying to hit on the themes that it's trying to hit on, I think are really cool.
I really like the villains. I just think they didn't.
Yeah, and the villains I think are pretty interesting. Probably the least interesting one is it's either fucking Water Tribe dude from season 2, or what, Kuvira?
Kuvira.
Yeah, it's one of those two I think are the least interesting.
I liked Kuvira. I'm just disappointed. I think it could have been really great, but again, they were focused on other shit.
Yeah,
just,
but
like, if they would have had another season and added another villain in there, and I think tied over the personal problems with those 2 seasons, I think it would have been really good. Because the beginning of that season is Cora trying to recover from A, being partially paralyzed, B, being traumatized, and then C, just trying to like remember how to avatar again and like exist. And it's like, I think if they would have stretched all of those things out over 2 seasons and had 2 separate villains,
Or just had more episodes. Because that's what I was saying earlier about the reason why the pacing was bad is because they had 12, 20-minute episodes per season.
So what I would have done...
So they didn't have time to actually develop things or go in depth.
Well, so what I would have done, or what I would have preferred for that, is that Cora trying to do physical therapy and mental health and stuff after being partially paralyzed. I think if that was a season, and like trying to find Toph and all that stuff too, because that's why she was like not healing right. If that would have been a season with a different villain, maybe not as like big or looming because she's paralyzed, I think that would have been interesting. And then once she's recovered, you introduce Kovera to where it's like she's trying to do this whole thing again and dealing with more. Was it more political?
Oh, every season is political.
I know, but like
they're all hitting on. That's part of why I really liked it. Because and bear in mind, I think we watched this in like August of 2020, so there was political atmosphere in the country. And I'm, you know me, I'm very interested in politics, regardless of the political season. Like, obviously, if it's more in the politics is in the air, I'm obviously going to be a little bit more into it then.
I can smell it.
Yeah, but it's like, last year, like, Rez and I would, like, I mean, I would be playing Kingdom, which we're listening to the soundtrack of right now, by the way. So if you like the music, go get Kingdom on Steam. It's a really good game. It's free. Anyways,
you get like
I'm not even sponsored. That's just my genuine like thoughts. Like, it's a really good game. It's free. It has a really charming atmosphere. Go get it. But like I would like play this game on stream, and Rez and I would just talk about like some political stuff from time to time. And this was like like a year ago when like nothing was happening politically, at least not in America. In fact, actually, that was kind of what frustrated me, is that nothing was happening. Because there should have been things happening. But I digress. So I found Legend of Korra very interesting and fascinating to watch, because each season had like really interesting themes, and they were all political too. So like the very first one is kind of about the idea of how to approach equality, and so that's why they had Amon or Amon, whatever. It doesn't help that that the villain of StarCraft 2 is named Amon, spelled exactly the same way, pronounced Amon. But so it fucks me up when I have to say Amon. It feels wrong every time it leaves my mouth. Anyways, but that's just like me thing, because I knew StarCraft 2 first.
Just said things.
But yeah, Amon was like a character that they were deliberately trying to evoke imagery of like of communism, of like or socialist nations like the Soviet Union or whatever. And I think they were. What are you doing? My wife just put tape on her around like her mouth, and
you can keep talking.
But why are you doing this?
I have dry lips.
You have dry lips? Why is the tape gonna help?
It's gonna take off the dry.
It's gonna take off the dry. Okay.
You could have ignored me and not exposed me like
this. Like I'm seeing this happen right in front of me, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Anyway, so with
beauty.
Okay, so with Amon, they were like trying to lean into the ideas of communism and socialism and equality, right? And they were trying to kind of do this thing of like, oh, you have the bending people who are benders, and you have people who aren't benders, and there's this natural inequality that happens as a result of that. And like the revolutionaries with Amon were like trying to basically say like, oh, the benders are part of the ruling class of society, and we non-bending working class people are suffering as a result of that. And like, that's an interesting idea to kind of explore in a fantasy universe where you have some people who are magical and some people who aren't. Um, but like, and like, it did have the show did have the correct stance in the sense that that being a bender does not inherently make you part of the elite cabal of like um, of aristocrats or oligarchs. That's the word I'm looking for. Like you can be. In fact, they show this with Mako or Mako and Bolin.
They were like,
They show it with those two characters how these two are characters who are benders, but they're also poor.
Mako was the one that was working, not Belinda.
They're poor is the sentence I was going towards. And they were both working actually because they were trying to escape through sports essentially.
I'm gonna actually for a second.
Oh
Sorry.
my god!
Just because I remember and I liked this, and they didn't talk about it enough. Mako was working at a like factory setting pretty much because he was a firebender, and so he did like fire stuff, like laborer type stuff. Bolin got into the cartel. And
okay, so thanks for interrupting me to not actually actually me because none of that disproved anything I'm saying.
It was a hobby. The sports was a hobby.
They were definitely trying to escape through that though.
But it was a hobby.
They were trying to escape through that. They wanted to win the tournament so they didn't have to work at a factory or work with a gang.
Okay, fine, valid.
Okay, so I'm a little annoyed you interrupted me for that.
I'm just actually. I said I was actually.
Okay, and I stared at you like, are you fucking serious right now?
Okay.
Stop
talking.
Okay, because I knew I was right. Oh my god, just let me talk. Oh my god. Jeez, and then creepy music comes on. Cool. Fucking. God damn, now I'm annoyed because now
they were poor.
You completely derailed me.
No, you were saying they were poor.
I know, but I was in a flow state, and now I have to recover that.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so that's because I was talking about the themes of season 1. That's what I was talking about.
Sorry.
Not that they were poor.
Sorry.
So yeah, with Mako and Bolin, they're benders, but they're part of they're poor people who are part of the working class that are struggling, right? So like, in fact, this is something I wish the show made more of a point of. Because if I were like in charge of like the writing direction of that season, first of all, season 1 would have been pretty different. But 2, with this idea that they were going for, I would have said, "Hey, Mako and Bolin have more in common with the revolutionaries than not," because that should be the message. That's the actual populist message you should have. Because it's kind of similar to the idea of, I guess like race relations or something like that, where it's like. Because it's like, essentially, bending is like this genetic thing that gives you a bit of an unfair advantage. And that's true. That's actually a valid and true statement. But it's also totally misses the mark on how greed and power work. And how that really isn't tied to your genetics, right? So, like, for example, a lot of... there's been a history, particularly in America, but also in other places in the world, of using race to try to divide the working class against itself, so that they don't realize they're being fucked over by some elite cabal of oligarchs, right? And it doesn't even have to just be race. You'll find anything like for fuck's like in the early 19th century in America. Actually, a lot of the 19th century in America. There was a lot of hostility towards Irish people. But, like, those people are white. They're just as white as, like, a lot of the other Americans but like there was this intense hostility towards them because it wasn't about them being white, it was about them being Catholic, because America was largely founded by Protestant Christians, right? And so there was this intense hatred between Protestants and Catholics, and that's something we kind of still see to some extent today, though it's definitely died down over the centuries, or maybe I should say millennia. Well, no, I think it's centuries, because Martin Luther, I think. What?
Continue.
You're not.
I'm sorry.
But like, I think Martin Luther was. I want to say he was like in the 1300s, but I don't know. Don't quote me on that. Point is, Protestants and Catholics don't have a history of not liking each other, and so when the Irish were emigrating to America, in America there's a lot of hostilities towards the Irish, and it was being stoked up by elites to kind of lean into that. So that way, working class Americans were getting mad at each other over dumb things that don't actually matter. So similarly, in Legend of Korra, there was this hostility that was happening between benders and non-benders, even though most benders are not part of the elite class of society, and so that doesn't, and so they actually have more in common with the revolutionaries, right? That was something the show didn't really lean into. I wish it did, because I think it would have made the thesis of that season a lot better, because the thesis was largely about how Amon's revolution was not only incorrect but also a scam, because they also, I guess, spoiler alert for a show that's been out for like what 7+ years. It's particularly the first season of a show. But like it turns out he's a waterbender. Actually, a waterbender and a bloodbender, right?
No.
No?
The other one is. Wait.
I thought he was also a bloodbender, because isn't that how the removal of the bending happened? Because the idea was that he was able to remove people from bending, or like remove
It was one or one.
the ability to bend from people, and I think that was through like some like really weird form of blood bending.
They were twins, and I get confused.
Yeah, I guess I'm a little bit fuzzy on the details of that. Ultimately, it doesn't matter. What does matter is that he was creating this anti-bender rhetoric, and when he himself is a bender, and his revolution depended on that lie not being found out. So, which is an interesting idea, but it does have this weird. I think it gets a little bit weird when you think about like where they're trying to lean into like the more meta.
He was. I remembered why he was. Sorry.
When they try to lean more into like what like they're doing on a more meta storytelling level, because it's like because they're clearly trying to make the first season a bit about the ideas of communism, and I feel like they did it in a really sloppy way. Which, to be fair, if you're doing media in America, I think it's hard to do anything that isn't strictly negative about communism, because we have a very strong anti-communist propaganda in this country, and I think it would have been interesting for that show to try to explore a more nuanced take on it, where it's like you could still ultimately disagree with it, but then try to recognize the merits of it, which I think they only did retroactively in the 4th season when Korra was talking to Toph, and Toph basically knocked her on the head with like what knocked her and the audience to some extent on the head with the idea of what the show is supposed to be about. It's like, oh, season 1 was about equality, season 2 was about war, I guess, actually, or in the spirits, and then season 3 was about freedom. And it's like, okay, thanks, Toph. But like, so while a bit unsubtle at the end there, which I suppose fits Toph's character, I do like that they did have these ideas and these scenes going into each season. And so, like in season 2, I liked that they kind of mixed this idea of like you need to care about like having this focus on spirituality, and how war is disrupting that, and how war is often about trying to control power, and in this universe, spirituality actually is a pretty intense power, right? So that was interesting. It's kind of like how in Star Wars, like the whole battle between Sith and Jedi can also be viewed in a very political lens about how whoever controls the Force better, therefore has more political power because you have that military might coming with it. But I digress. Season 3, I think, was the best one, at least in terms of writing, or at least the driving home the theme of it. I think I think personally I liked the second season more because I really liked all the stuff with the spirituality. But in terms of like the political themes of it, I think season 3 was the strongest, where it was about anarchism specifically. And Zahir, the villain of that season, has a very fascinating philosophy about, and he's like a true anarchist too. So it isn't just like anarchy in the typical way that anarchy is presented as just like chaos and disorder. It wasn't really that. It was actually about the philosophy of anarchism, how ruling governments are what suppress human freedom, and in his case, it extended out towards the Avatar as well, which I found that to be very fascinating. And I also love that he had such a consistent characterization and philosophy.
Also, want to point out the way they kill some people, like kind of on screen in Korra, is kind of wild.
Oh yeah.
Like
Yeah, so I was literally going to bring up one of those instances because of how it actually shows Zahir as being very consistent in his character. Because when his girlfriend dies because she basically accidentally blows her own head off, sort of.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I mean they don't show it obviously, but like, yeah, that's what happened.
What is that? What is that power called that she does?
I don't know. Explosion power.
It's in Last Airbender too.
It's explosion power. She makes big explosions with her mind. Doesn't matter.
Big brain energy.
Big brain energy. She couldn't handle it. Anyways, but when that happens, like Zahir is like has this like a combustion bending. Yeah, maybe. Zahir has this kind of like he has a bit of a reaction of like, oh shit, my girlfriend just died, that's bad. But then he has this very like almost like Buddhist like Buddhist monk type of philosophy of trying to remove attachments from the world. Yeah. And so when he no longer had this love attachment because she just died, he was able to unlock more. He was able to fly.
Yeah.
Right? Which was really interesting that they like took this moment to actually show Zahir as being so committed to his own philosophy that he actually becomes liberated by the death of his loved one.
What's crazy about that too is he was not originally an airbender.
No.
He was given that from this thing with
the spirits.
2.
Yeah.
And so it's like he did that so fast. Like, the amount of focus this man has to harness all of that.
Well, it's also, that season's also very interesting watching, oh my god, I forgot his name, Tenzin? Tenzin, yeah, the best boy Tenzin. Because, like, he, for the longest time, has been, like, the only master airbender on the planet. And so now he has to, like, suddenly teach a bunch of people how to airbend, and he's like, I don't know how to do this.
Oh, and another thing I was going to mention is how in season 4, Zahir's been arrested, and he's under arrest, but he still teaches Korra how to access the spirit world again. Yes,
so again, that's another thing that I find really fascinating about Zahir. I think is the most well-written character in that show, which says a lot about how they got their shit together after the first 2 seasons. Because my god, it's... Well, you know what it is? It's kind of like in Infinity War, where you have Thanos being so committed to his philosophy that even when there's something that's supposed to like shake him to his core, he continues on because he thinks that the mission is more important than his own feelings.
Mm-hmm.
you know, as fucked as it may be, like it's still fucked up, but like I think the commitment to philosophy and character is, I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Steven Universe.
and, oh yeah, well, and then Kovira is, she's whatever.
I'm disappointed. Just
I think it's interesting that they tried to go this angle of like
cool.
she's like the new imperialist, and it's like kind of about reclaiming lost land and the idea of like, is it okay to become an imperialist because of your own people's history of suffering under other imperialist power? That was an interesting idea. They barely explored it. So,
Anyway.
Okay.
That was all from Steven Universe. See what Steven Universe does for people?
I don't even think that was really from Steven. we were just talking about like
This
we were talking about
stems
shows.
from me.
You know what this actually stemmed from Yang saying that he's binging Better Call Saul. So
Was it?
yeah,
No.
yeah, because we just started talking about shows. Yeah. Anyways, you want to go from chill music to music that is good but maybe a bit overdramatic for what the thing is?
Right after we blow off your ears with the intro.
Yeah,
shit.
and now I'm trying to remember where I stored the game in my computer. hold on a second. I think it's in here. Blur's Horse Game. There
Build
it
a
is.
bitch.
All right. Let's get to the game.
What did you call it?
Blur's Horse Game.
Blurst?
Blurst.
Oh, that's why it was on top of Build a Bitch. Okay.
Yes. And, oh yeah, sound, by the way. God, that is loud every single time. And that's creepy every single time. Here, I need to change the capture to the game, and also the game category as well. That is not what it... There it is. And then change the category to Champion Dreams. All right. Okay. It also occurs to me. Can you entertain chat while I go pee?
Why do you do this to me?
Because I drink while eating and I need to pee.
Simply reabsorb it.
That's not how that works.
Store it in the balls.
My balls aren't big enough, I guess.
You suck. Pull your pants up. You exposed me with the tape thing. You suck. Stop. I can't wait till we get space cam so I can bully and you can all witness it. I reminded Sin yesterday because we haven't played in like 2 weeks. I was like, you're gonna get to clean hooves again, and the face that Sin made dreading cleaning hooves again. I wish I could save that for you and have you all experience it because it was beautiful. The sadness that came over them. But it's Lumeris' favorite part. It's not that bad. Yeah. But you don't have to do it, Lumeris. You're not the one controlling this. I can do it. It's just, we'll bully the horse a little bit. It'll be okay. I was telling them how you were dreading yesterday when I reminded you about cleaning hooves.
Sorry, I had to do. Also, let me do something that'll make archiving this slightly easier. I'm just going to briefly hit the break screen so I'll see it. There we go. Because that'll help me make the chapters so I know when we actually start the game. That's all. So, you were explaining.
Your disappointed face when I reminded you about that you're making it again. Will you have face cam?
Dude, I love the diary.
Let's remind everyone of our diary last week.
Yeah.
That would be what, day 7? 6 and 7.
Oh, that's right.
Day 6 and 7. What?
Oh, yeah, day 6 and 7. Ted Cruz is a menace.
Our horse. Our horse, not like fire. Reading is for readers.
Ted Cruz shit on my horse.
Ted Cruz ate my son, oh no.
Anyways, so now we're on day 8, right? So day 8. Okay, so let's see.
Okay, so let's remind everyone. We are currently in the U.S. on a field trip to do a show. We took notes last time, which I have right here, about the controls for dressage. And we got outfit change. We did that. We learned about our horse's personality in the library. And we have to do show jumping, cross country, and better dressage. But we are popular. Our horse is content for now. Maybe we won't have to do hoof cleaning if he stays content. What do you do?
I'm just I did say Ted Cruz is a cuck. I was gonna say Ted Cruz is a cuck, but I'm like, wait, but I think I said that already. That I did. So I'm like, shit. I need something to shit on Ted Cruz with. So just give me a moment. You can continue talking about what you're talking about. I'm just trying to think of it.
I was just reminding what we did.
Okay.
Where are we in the narrative?
I don't know where we're in America.
We raced Q before we came to America.
There's like, oh yeah, that's right. That's why I had Ted Cruz shit on my horse, because someone like sabotaged our horse care or something like that.
We need our stall. We had to do everything.
Yeah.
We were forced to do horse care, I think, because it was dirty.
Yeah, and then
we found a cufflink.
I think so.
We talked to Q again, and she gave us a website. She told us to go to a porn website.
Y'all remember when he did that?
No, she gave us a website to get clothes. What are you doing, Steph Cruz?
What are you doing?
So we haven't even started the day. This is what we're starting the day with in game. Stop.
There. This is just go ahead and screenshot the diary right now.
Anyway, let's create our day. We need to do show jumping.
Yeah, fuck. I apparently forgot how much I suck
Let's
at.
just knock all 3 out. And then
Just cross country, show jumping.
Oh, let's try talk. That's something.
Actually, maybe we should try starting with it. Because can't you increase like your morale or whatever, and that helps you with like
Sure.
and then
Dressage is what we're doing.
dressage.
Yeah, so talk and dressage. what you learned last.
Alright, so...
Okay.
Okay. Alright, well, let's...
Let's do this. Okay. So we're doing talk first. Let me get my notes.
The notes.
We're gonna speak to our horse. He's scratching the ground. He wants hay.
He wants hay. Okay, now how do I give him hay? I don't fucking remember how to do anything.
Click on the question mark.
If I can find my cursor.
Oh, that's right.
It doesn't do anything?
Click on the horse.
Again, cursor problems.
Fuck, how do we do this?
Yeah. These are just different camera angles. Fuck.
In trying to find it on the thing here, I'm looking at the upkeep thing for the horse hoof cleaning. Because it says like brushing and washing, and it says how to do it. It's called mucking out. It's not called cleaning.
Why does my cursor exist here, but not like...
I think it's the way the game was put up.
That's so weird.
Anyway, unrelated. I'm gonna deal with the actual thing I have to say. But for the horse upkeep, like the brushing and the washing and stuff, and the hooves is not called hoof cleaning, it's called mucking out. It has like description on how to do it, all the things.
Okay.
The hoof cleaning, it doesn't describe anything. It says you can clean out your horse's shoes. End sentence.
Okay.
That is all. I just want to point out that we will never know how to do it correctly, and now actually, opening the dialogue. Use the space bar. Yeah.
I was actually starting to just go through keys on my keyboard, and I didn't think to press space. Okay, so we need we need to give him food, right? Because you said hey.
Left click on a category to see the various options. Each icon corresponds to an action described at the top.
But it's specifically hey that we want to give him, right?
Yes.
Okay. We're good.
I forgot we have been
Oh my god. The way it just kind of like went like horse got hay.
10 out of 10.
Yay. So now we got 2 more morale and 3 more health, which I think help us on the other stuff. So maybe I'll suck a little bit less.
Why did my brain autofill dick? My brain was like a little dick.
It's okay to suck a little dick. Go suck a dick, suck a dick, suck a motherfucking dick, suck a dick. Okay, you're just small. I love that. My character's face. Every time I see
The
it.
horse always looks like its eyes are closed. Damn, that horse needs some lotion. Look at how ashy those knees are. Why is our horse so ashy?
Oh, that's right. I have to use the arrow keys. Oh god. We're doing cross country, yes.
And they do want you to slow down. Just not for long. Oh my goodness. How we gendered our horse?
I don't know.
It's very thin.
Fucking. Come on.
Yeah.
There, we did it. God, that was very poorly directed.
Also jumping in opposite from the wrong direction. When there's a good jump, you fall.
Oh, I guess walking does recover the energy. Okay. Oh, no. Let's go. I see. Okay. I did it. The energy management doesn't make sense to me, by the way. It's kind of confusing because it's like sometimes at the very end there, walking seemed to like recover its energy, but like it didn't earlier. So I'm confused about that.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything.
I'm confused about that. Anyways,
Fire escape on the left.
okay. So,
when it falls too low, it means your force is higher. He'll automatically stop when it's why.
well, okay, yeah. I want to not randomly stop. That's the thing. So how do
The
I?
morale gauge.
Oh my God, this music. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Can we save real quick? Look at the fucking menu here. Like, yeah, we're gonna nuke music to 1. Like, I think other things are fine right now as far as voice. But like, my God, the music is insane in this game. It needs to chill the fuck out.
Okay, so slow down before a jump, and you will record fewer falls. To successfully complete your jumps, you must jump at the right moment. The more often you jump when your horse's morale is high, the morale gauge is in the heart section. The more often you will complete your jump successfully.
I don't know what the fuck that means.
I will try to understand in a second and show you.
Also, I forgot to take notes for talking and cross country. So, talking note is, hey, what's up? And then the cross country note is, I don't know. What should my note be? Horse. That's not how you spell horse. Horse racing is almost as dumb as Ted Cruz's political race. There we go.
Okay, for this jumping, it just tells you how much points you lose for different things. It doesn't tell you how to fix it.
Okay, so
Everything it says is
basically,
like you said with the morale, but we did that. So we just have to pray.
so basically, it's not necessarily up to me.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So the only thing is the.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's
I
like,
guess
well,
if you
it's
slow
not.
down and figure it out, figure out a good timing.
I don't.
But that was good.
We're going.
So if you can like somehow time it correctly to be, like, that was good.
This is sheer coincidence, by the way, because I'm not really timing that.
Try. You stay more on the path. Maybe it's time correctly. You stay more on the path and you time it better.
I don't know.
But that did not work. So maybe just the upper half.
Maybe. I'm also like, about like trying to do the jump at a slightly slower speed. And so I'm doing it not the top speed, but the one that's like just below it, and maybe that's the secret. I don't know. That could be the secret.
Slow down. Maybe speed up and the opposite.
I don't know.
Slow so that you're on the free.
And I lowered the music to the lowest it could go, and it's just still insane. Like, this is some bullshit. Anyways, yeah, I
9.5.
I did that very well, apparently. So
The music.
the music blowing out my ear is making me good.
And we still don't have a good scores yet.
No, well, because the thing is, you have to. Yeah, so basically, like every day is gonna have to be like this week. Well, I think if we have one more good day on all of these, then we're fine. But yeah, it's kind of. I don't know. It's just.
You just grind out this day, unless you just want to break down other stuff.
I don't know. Let's go do dressage. And then maybe tomorrow we'll start with Lumeris' favorite thing, the horse care. Because he
You
loves.
don't really need to do anything else to go
Maybe. I don't know. Right, control key, okay. Yes, we are being horse girls, Red. Also, by the way, Red is in chat. You want to say hi? Extended trot. What was extended trot? Okay. That's right, we tried to map it too. I have to hold it?
Yes.
Fucking. That's bullshit. Okay. Well, game audio is a bit loud? Yes, we know. I have nuked the music to the lowest it could go in the game, and it's still insane.
Well, I've been fixing it in the manual settings right now
Like,
on the computer. So
yeah, I guess maybe, yeah, I could try nuking it further in Windows, though
You know what?
I
You probably put it up past 2 weeks and last
maybe.
higher.
I guess after this, I could look at I could look at sound volume mixer. That's what it's called.
What about
Wait, sorry,
What are
what?
we banging the horse?
Wait, I'm confused. What the
What's
fuck
part
just
of
happened?
that?
Wait, what the shit? Hold on. What the fuck? What? What the fuck, Red?
Oh my god. No, the chat's gonna be horny for our horse. I love this so much. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm dying.
The things I do for not only my wife but also Chad.
It's somebody make fan art, furry art of cinnamon, please. Oh my god.
Fuck these
There
games.
probably is. There is very little of anything for this game. I doubt there's time for this.
considering I actually had a hard time finding like official art for this game when I was making the first video, yeah.
What part of the horse story is freaky out?
Wait, working?
Is that a new one? Do we have to go back to the library?
Oh my god. I don't know what that is. Yeah, we got like half on that because I have no idea.
Dang it.
Dude, what the fuck's happening?
We have to learn something new now.
Dude. Visage, I think, might be my least favorite one. Wait, working candors is one between oh my fucking god.
You silly.
What? Because it's like a type of cancer and they're all supposed to be modified. I hate this. It sucks.
We're doing better than we've done before. You're almost done.
Whatever, I did the thing. And the next horse to be a big black one, we're not doing this game after this. We are not doing another game. We're not doing a second playthrough. Fuck no. In fact, you specifically told me to not get a dark horse because it's harder to see. Because you need to be able to see the dirt.
You can't see how dirty our horse is, Red. Sorry.
Yeah, hold on. You're only alt tab, so you're gonna hear the music weirdly loop while I adjust volume mixer. Because did it like re-up it? It did re-up itself. Son of a bitch. Okay.
We gotta fill in the text.
Okay,
We
so-
have to cater to the audience.
So I have lowered it in Windows. It should be less insane. I'm looking at my fucking encoder, and I can still see that the audio is kind of like, so maybe adjusting it in Windows didn't help. It's
She
much
said
better.
Yeah.
Okay. If it was better, then
We
we're
have to
better.
read Red our diary. I don't think Red has seen our whole
Oh,
diary.
Red, you want to see our diary?
Let's see what happened day one.
Let's actually read the diary. Day 1, Ted Cruz is a bitch.
And we also didn't know how the diary worked.
So I have a lot of empty
So-
entries. I mean, Ted Cruz pushed my horse in the mud.
Because our horse was dirty.
I am dead on the inside, and so is my horse.
Because we couldn't do the hoops correctly.
Yeah. We are and then I was thinking we are made for each other. And then I was
Volume
oh yeah, and then
control.
here's me doing some of the initial volume mixing, which we still have to adjust.
We took notes.
This is like
to try
the
to remember
third stream of this?
where we've had to adjust, yeah.
I think it's the third stream total.
Is it?
Well, because one of the weeks we had to cancel because we lost power. We didn't do it last week.
Because then I wanted to play and you were like, no, wait till we stream.
You might be right. But last week we didn't do it because my grandparents went down. I don't know.
Day 234, my horse is giving me better advice. we'll put something in day 69, man, don't worry.
Anyways, well, assuming we get that
I couldn't even read that! Oh my gosh.
far. It's like, hey, this is why we have the chat on screen now.
And thank you, Yang, for bringing some wholesomeness into chat.
Wait,
with
what,
your
my
chat.
Yang said something wholesome? What?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
Pregnant with my
Wait,
horse.
Yang is the one not saying something cursed? What?
I'm pregnant with my horse. Not the horse got me pregnant, but I'm pregnant with the horse, as in I bored my horse. Put that in the diary!
Why did you have to say that as I took a sip of water? You realize how hard it was to swallow that? You realize how hard it is to swallow the horse's cum like that? Or swallow, I don't know, an entire horse because you just made a poor
Oh
joke.
my god, I'm dying! Oh my
What
god.
the fuck?
I'm dying.
I just peeked the mic and I'm very sorry to all the people listening.
I'm also coughing and passing away over here. Oh my gosh. Put the timestamp down.
You put it down. I'm not clipping this, you're clipping it. Fuck
Day-
this.
day
Ooh woo, motherfucker. Ooh woo.
Day 3 2011 horse hit me in the eye. Oh my god. I'm sorry for my cough. I was gonna say something at the beginning that I randomly just have like mucus allergies. So
I was about to ask when does the divorce come in, and then she typed that. Oh my god.
I like how the days. Wait, are the days in order?
I don't think so.
Okay, they're in order, just very spaced apart.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're reading the diary while I write down this time.
Yeah, okay.
Oh my god.
Anyway, so we did some volume adjustment stuff. Okay, so day 2. This was all on day 1 that we were trying to fix out.
Oh.
Day 2. Ted Cruz is a bitch-ass motherfucker. And then I did some more sound adjustment. I learned how to walk today. My wife is bullying me.
I don't even remember what
I don't remember what you're doing, but if you go to my YouTube channel, you could watch the very first Champion Dream stream we did and find out what she was bullying me about. Anyways, I learned how to jump today.
Thank you, Yang, for clipping the fucking us dying, probably.
Thanks. Thanks for the clip, I guess. You can post it in Sin Clips in the Discord.
Frozen, careless, narwhal.
What the fuck?
That's what the link says.
Yeah. I actually love that about Twitch. That it has like really silly links.
Red, we're killing you. Did you not hear me almost pass away like a minute ago? Anyway, the diary. I learned how to jump today.
And then Uwu. And then day 3, we cucked Esteban.
Esteban is our romantic interest, I think.
I don't know.
He's
like the Spanish boy that we're supposed to think is kind of cute.
He tried to see us naked the first day. After we passed out from like smoke inhalation.
Yeah. Anyways, Ted Cruz is also a cuck.
In case you didn't know about Ted Cruz.
And then me and my horse took LSD.
So when you go really fast, maybe we could show it. Maybe we can do that instead of horse scare. Because I think it counts as horse scare.
Maybe.
We can show you how our horse takes LSD. It goes really fast.
Yeah, it was pretty wild. Alright, and the next daddy issues. Ted Cruz has daddy issues. Horse likes to stomp for no reason. And then Ted Cruz Zodiac Killer.
I don't remember the context of these things.
And then day 4, Ted Cruz did Mar-a-Lago. I think that was last stream, but
Grass?
Grass?
Why was I saying that? Oh, because we were picking up the hay in the barn. I was going, grass? Grass? Because it wouldn't pick up.
You really like Ted Cruz?
No, we actually don't.
Yeah, no, you can tell how much we like him by how much I'm shit-talking him in the diary. Anyways, I'm an embarrassment to society. And then dressage is boring but easy, which, man, that changed immediately after. The very next dressage I did was like, alright, let's give you a lot of abilities that you haven't even unlocked yet.
What if they had a 2006 version of Ted Cruz in this game?
Oh my god, don't. I don't want to know what Ted Cruz looked like in 2006. I don't want to know what Ted Cruz looks like now. But I do, and I hate it. I hate knowing that Ted Cruz even exists.
Do you hate Ted Cruz the same way I hate Ben Shapiro? Does he make your retract?
You know what? Ted Cruz is worse than Ben Shapiro because Ted Cruz is a sitting senator. He actually has power.
Does he make your pussy like retract into itself?
Yes, my pussy has fully retracted into myself because of Ted Cruz.
Can someone call Sin, please?
Like Ted Cruz is the reason why I'm not a real woman.
Ted Cruz is the reason why I had a sex dream. My penis went inside out and turned into a pussy, and that retracted. Oh my god, what is happening? Red, what have you brought into our stream? Like, thank you. This is content. But like, what is happening?
Also, apparently Yang sent me something in DM, so I need to go check it out.
Oh my god!
You son of a bitch! I told you, I very specifically told you, I did not want to know what he looked like. No, I will not share it. No, 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 no. I will not share that. I will. Nobody needs to know what Ted Cruz looks like. Nobody needs to know.
You get TOS because you show a picture of Ted Cruz.
Ted Cruz fucking sues me. Dude, if Ted Cruz sued me though, that would be
such a flex.
it'd be such a flex. Because I could now officially enter the camp of based people. Because how based is it to piss off Ted Cruz so much that he sues you, right? You like how smooth his face is? I like nothing about it.
That's your sleep paralysis demon is smooth Ted Cruz.
No.
Oh my god.
Moving on.
Do this.
Ted Cruz bullied by whore. I didn't even get the S in there. It's just my whore. I am better at LSD than Kiwi.
Is that?
I committed a hate crime.
I was just about to say, we misspelled her name. Is that a hate crime because she's Asian? And I forgot we wrote that. Oh my god.
Oh no, not. God damn it, Yang.
Oh
No!
He said-
Stop sending me Ted
You
Cruz.
like smooth Ted Cruz or beard commercial
No.
Ted Cruz?
No, the answer is no. Oh my god, fucking god.
So you don't visually like Ted Cruz, and I don't like
I don't like anything.
Audio-
I don't like
audio-
anything about Ted Cruz.
Ben Shapiro. If I hear Ben Shapiro speak,
Look,
like
if
my
Ted
body-
Cruz were based, I might have a different opinion.
Ted
Okay?
Cruz NFT.
Oh no, Red.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh no.
Check the episode.
I fucking swear to God.
Oh my god. You have to show that one. You have to show that one.
Fine.
Related gifts.
Jeez. Hold on. I need to change the capture so you can all see what Yang sent me. Son of a bitch. I'm mad. This is what Yang sent me on Discord.
I can't breathe. Oh.
Anyways.
At least you don't have to clean hooves today, Luke.
We're going back to the game.
We're halfway through the diary, by the way.
Yeah.
We have to go. We have to continue.
Okay. I have to go.
This diary is better than I remember it being.
Dude, the diary is actually the best part of the game. Because like most of the game sucks, the diary allows you to express yourself however you want.
Yeah, the music in this game is great. Even when it loops, it's wonderful. Everything about this game is wonderful.
Oh yeah, you want to hear it loop again? Here, I've just all tabbed.
I love this song.
Yeah, you like it? You like it? You like it? You like it? I'm.
Take it. Take it.
You want to send me Ted Cruz? Have these same fucking horns or whatever fuck over and over again. Anyways, you want to know who's actually cool? Lumeris, who put something in Sin Chat in the Discord about the cultures behind Avatar, because he's cool.
This reminds me of. This reminds me of like some of the kids I have to watch at work, and it's like
The accident wasn't your fault. You have to let us go. Yang and Red are actually just like my fucking like PTSD demons. PTSD demons.
I was gonna say, until Lumeris is like totally chill with this. I was gonna say this like reminds me of like kids that I watched at school. Like, you have the one kid that's like normal and playing in the sand, like making a castle, and you have the kids that
your fault.
Where is his mother? Is she ashamed?
She better be.
Oh my god. No, but like you have the super chill kid that's like wholesomely playing in the sand, making a castle, and then you have the two kids that are like the most shitty little kids in the world, and they come and do the most chaotic shit for no reason.
Yang and Red are those two kids.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Lumaris is now hiding in the corner terrified.
Lumaris is my one friend in kindergarten.
I love all these kids, by the way. They're hilarious. One of the first interactions I had with one of the feral kids at school was they were running on their hands and feet, like fully like a horse, and then they violently grabbed a chunk of grass and looked me in the eye and like tossed it and then continued to run on all fours. And that was my introduction to elementary school from an adult perspective.
Anyways, back to the diary. I got a... What the fuck?
I think address is what you were trying to write.
I got a new address.
Address?
Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, day 6. Ted Cruz is a menace. Our horse not like tire. Reading is for readers. Ted Cruz shit on my horse. And then day 7. Is Taiwan actually part of India? Hey. And that's when we got our hair dyed.
We got our new clothes. From a new Adri from Queen.
Ted Cruz only reads pictures. Extend.
Oh no! Oh no, the horse! Oh no! We've come back.
Day 8. This is what we put in today. Ted Cruz tweeted porn. Ew, Steppen says porn too. What are you doing, Step Cruz?
Hey, what's up?
And then, hey, what's up? Horse racing is almost as dumb as Ted Cruz's political race. The music has no chill.
Yay!
Alright, that's the entire diary. Fucking goddamn.
I looked up Ted Cruz mom and sent you the first 2 pictures that showed up. I think you'll fuck them.
I swear to God, if it's his tweet of porn, because, you know, that would actually make sense. Oh.
Is she okay?
She looks not okay. She looks concerned.
She's Ted Cruz's mom.
Yeah, okay, yeah. If you're Ted Cruz's mom, you're not okay. I forgot to bring the encoder back up. Hold on, there we go.
Oh my god.
She looks sad
I
and
just
disturbed.
noticed we got a 9.6 on dressage.
Yes.
Yay.
We don't have to do
just noticed
dressage
that.
for the rest of the week, which is good.
She looks sad and disturbed. Yeah, like her son.
But you know what? That's not as sad as it's not as sad as what happened to my son. Ted Cruz ate him. Ted Cruz ate my son.
That's right. Ted Cruz ate my son. We still need to get that sticker and put it on our car. If you're ever driving in Arizona and you see someone with a Ted Cruz ate my son sticker, it could be us.
It could be.
You have to search all over Arizona. If you are the lucky chatter that finds us specifically,
Do not dox us, please.
do not dox us. You will.
If you dox us, we will take legal action against you.
I will get someone to make a custom sticker that says Ted Cruz ate my son, and it'll be an edited picture of our character. I will have it made.
Gotta get a vanity plate of Ted Cruz eating a child. Woo! You know what's gonna be funny but also sad about this? Cause like, thinking ahead to the future, Ted Cruz is definitely gonna run for president again. Like, there's no way he doesn't. Like, you know, he's probably not gonna run in 24, but he might run in like 28 or 32, right? So like, he's gonna somehow manage to stay politically relevant, and I hate that. But it's also gonna mean that having a bumper sticker that says Ted Cruz ate my son will be really funny 10 years from now. Anyways, we want to show.
We're gonna do a walk.
Yeah,
see the LSD horse.
So we're gonna show Red how the LSD works when you give it to horses.
Let's go to the library just to check if there's any books we need to read, because I think it updates every once in a while.
Okay.
Like as we gain experience, I guess. I don't know.
All right, and then we still need to do cross country and show jumping, so we're gonna put those at the end.
Yeah.
So
we're gonna have a normal day. We're trying to.
We're gonna try to have a normal day.
We're gonna take some LSD, go read a book, go read pictures, and then.
Oh wait, we're on a new day. So day 9.
How much are the horse tranquilizers?
Is a really good.
We haven't gotten that web address in game to get horse tranquilizers. Are you listening?
Is good StarCraft.
What?
There you go.
What?
Day 9 is good StarCraft. There's a StarCraft YouTuber that went by the name of Day 9.
Okay, I'll let you and Lamaris laugh at this. I don't know.
Yeah, Lamaris knows, or probably knows.
Did you hear me when I was talking to you about?
I did not hear. I was too busy being a nerd.
How much are the horse tranquilizers in this game? I said we haven't gotten the web address to go there in game yet. We gotta go to the web address where we can illegally buy horse tranquilizers.
Okay.
And we're going to frame it on Cube.
Alright.
We're gonna kill our own horse with an overdose of horse tranquilizers. And we're gonna blame it on Cube. What does our shirt say?
I don't know what our shirt says, but Elsis, the weird fairy creature or whatever, is speaking to us saying, your brother's a big basketball fan, isn't he? Why not find a basketball court?
How does she know this?
That's a good question.
Oh, I know where we are. I used to like this area. So this is the American walking area. They have a gazebo! It's like really big and open. And we can just explore wherever we want. Who's ready to take some LSD?
Oh yeah, you guys want to see the LSD? You guys ready for this?
Stop.
Sorry. Okay. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. And here's the thing, it gets fuckier the more you turn. Damn it, I hit a fucking tree. God damn it.
You run into the fucking river.
Oh, I didn't know there was rock there. Hold on.
You have no idea where anything is.
I don't know where anything
is. Let's run as fast as possible.
Yep.
The car! We were going as fast as the car. Oh my god. Stop running into things.
I'm sorry that my horse can't handle a fucking, like, half-foot tall...
You said that's not LSD, that's crack. And I said, crack! It's the LSD, Yang. It's the crack.
Ellis crack.
Ellis crack. Oh my god, our schizophrenic voice is named Ellis.
Elsis is crack.
Ellis is crack. Are we in, like, New York?
I don't...
Is this Central Park for horses?
I don't know. All I know is that this looks fucking wild.
Oh, are we supposed to take a picture of the basketball court?
Oh shit, you're right. we were too busy taking Ellis crack.
It makes sense if we're in New York doing crack.
Shit, how do you do?
Oh my god, there's another person.
There's a skate park. It's not a fucking.
Oh, you gotta find a basketball court, and I assume take a picture of it for our brother.
Yeah, how do we take pictures? I forgot.
Sorry,
Control. Okay.
During your windshield, you can take photos of the countryside. You press control to activate the camera. Press the control key to the left, and press space to take a photo.
Okay.
Find your photo in your album in your bedroom.
All right.
Yeah. And I think there's a way to zoom.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember how to zoom.
Is it the arrows?
Nope.
Is it the mouse? There's like one with the glitchy as fuck. Why were they glitchy? Don't take pictures of children in the park, you fucking weirdo! Stop! Oh my god, wait, zoom out. Are those the Twin Towers? Oh my god, wait, are we in New York?
Maybe.
Are those the Twin Towers?
Considering this is
This was into
2006.
But did they include
Oh
the
my.
Twin Towers? Why do I think
Here, look, I guess I can look at chat.
I can't read.
You can't read, yeah.
Oh, I see the legs are glitchy.
Yeah, oh yeah, the legs are really glitchy. We took too much LSD. It's like we're yesing too hard.
We're yesing too hard.
Why do I smell jet fuel?
Oh,
Okay, yeah.
goodness.
Anyways.
Stop. There it is. Oh no, it's a lake. I thought it was like that weird green color they make basketball courts sometimes. In the Bonner Island.
I guess we could find out.
LSD. I thought it was about to jump over the rock for a second.
We gotta focus.
What are you doing, step horse?
We're focusing on the horse dumpy right here. Anyways, anything interesting to take us a picture from here? Oh my god, we can take a picture of the sun glare.
You have to take a picture. You have to take a picture of the maybe Twin Towers so we can always remember.
You mean these, which are
Yes.
shorter than every other skyscraper
But
here?
they're the same and they're twins.
Okay, okay. Alright, so we need to find a basketball court. Okay. So,
Basketball game tomorrow.
let's see. So that's back to the pond.
You're a pond.
Yeah.
Is that a cop?
That might have been.
There it is.
Is that a yellow basketball?
I don't know. These are good. Jeez. Hello?
Hold on. The game decided to alt-tab for me. A little bit confused.
Does it recognize it? It'll take a specific angle. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh, I see what's happening. My cursor is on my other monitor for some
Oh.
reason. Hold on. Let me alt-tab and then re-tab. We better? We good? No? Okay, it's just a... You know what? We're gonna try to turn this way. And then hopefully this...
Yay!
Okay. And then, Yay.
Yay! We're our brother.
Brother! Anyways. Look at the trash can.
Stop.
Took a picture.
What a great photo. Those cars are feral. Did you see that?
I didn't. Well, I like caught a glimpse of my peripheral, but I didn't really see it. Kind of waiting for another car to appear.
Stop dancing. It is a cop.
Fucking pig.
Cinnamon said A.
Cinnamon says ACAB. By the way, that's the name of both the character and the horse.
One is cinnamon and one is cinnamon.
Mm-hmm. If you can understand that, then congratulations.
If you know, you know.
If you know,
You almost fell in the lake. Stop. Stop trying to. Look at that great water animation. This is like the tightest turns ever. This is not the time for drugs. We're blocked.
Can I go up this way? No. I can.
Whoa, what are you doing, Snow?
I can pretend. What came first, the horse cinnamon or the spice cinnamon? The spice.
Why do you say that so wholesome? The spice.
The spice.
Today.
Some Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Apparently. Wait, can I really not fit between the wall and the fucking street lamp here?
I'm trying to ride this park on LSD. The clap of my
The spice. Duh, Red, you dumb bit.
Just start like bullying.
Wait, am I actually stuck? Hold on.
Did you break it?
I can't seem to.
I don't like.
Oh, okay,
seeing
okay.
the way you ride
I
your
got
horse.
out.
I don't like the way you slowly ride your horse. It's like, this is fine. She's like jumping. That's how you ride the horse. That's how the motion works. You're bouncing. When you slowly are riding the horse, she's like grinding on the horse, and it makes me very uncomfortable. Like
Corpse grinder,
walk
more
for a
like
second.
horse grinder, am I right?
Don't do that. Like slow down for a second. Slower. Maybe it's the angle. That it
I
looks
think it's the
weird.
angle.
But still, it's still wrong.
How can we only ever see horse ass? Because
The horse always
I don't know.
quickly jiggle when you get stuck.
yeah. Is there anything else we need to do here?
No.
We're just fucking around finding out.
Yeah. Oh, this is too much. Oh god. I'm having a stroke. How come we can go up on this grass? We can't go up on that other grass.
You're only allowed to touch certain
Oh my gosh,
grass.
it's the wall. Actually remember this wall. Because I think if I recall...
Did Trump actually make the
No.
Mexicans pay for this?
No.
Dude, like everything on my horse is glitching out. Look at the saddle. That's also glitching out. Oh my god.
But no, I think there's a thing later where we're gonna have to POV our horse perspective and find our way back. And I think it's through that gate.
Really?
Yeah. So
Okay.
we can kind of find where we started this new arc. So we kind of remember since it's a little Kirby and Misty.
Oh, I'm sorry, horse. Was that one rock too much for you? The real question is, will the horse's POV also be LSD if I do this?
Possibly.
Because if that's the case, that's fucking awesome. I want to see that in first person.
Oh, that's not what I meant. Sorry, I meant it's just the horse. So in my head, we are riding the horse. We are controlling the horse. Through the person.
Mm-hmm.
What I meant by horse POV is going to be we are the horse finding our way home.
Oh, as in
That is what
we're not like first person perspective.
Yeah.
Okay.
We are the horse. We are not cinnamon. We are cinnamon.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Okay, I'm bored.
Okay. All right. How do we leave?
Resume your day.
It just says
Oh, return to time table.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh. Okay.
Yay.
All right. So what's our note on that?
What are you doing, step horse?
Oh wait, no. We smoked Elsa's crack.
Jesus Christ.
There we go. All right. Now let's go to the library.
We've gotten high, so now let's go calm down in the library.
Mm-hmm.
As one does.
Fucking.
Stop!
I accidentally hit the Windows key. I'm sorry.
Book.
Now it says
Boo.
boo.
wait, walk down the steps again? Go walk down the steps.
Oh my god, I am so bright.
We're from Scotland.
I mean, I was about to say, we are white. That is actually the white person experience, is that, like, whenever
Oh my
there's
god,
a...
look, we're tan now.
Oh my god.
Anyway, go back up before the K.
Dumb bitch.
I got scared.
Oh,
Okay, let's read some stuff about dressage.
you know that feeling when you're drunk and you feel you spinning and your brain doing flips? That's what motion blur feel like. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Stop.
I should do that game on stream some point.
Hold on, I have to cough. I'm sorry. Warning real quick, guys. Sorry. Even though I gave no other warning for any of my other coughs of me dying. I just feel bad. Okay.
So we did all this stuff with the walking and there's food. I remember doing food level 1, care level 1.
Oh yeah, we did a level 1 for each one.
Yeah, so should we just go through on the level 2s?
Let me get my pen.
You're gonna get your pen, but what about the pineapple?
I have the apple.
Jesus. My
Apple pen.
wife almost stabbed me.
Sin, have thought about taking drugs instead of playing this game.
It would be a similar experience. I might have a better time if I were doing that. Because the only part of this game I actually like is the diary.
You keep just like girl boss.
That's what my wife does to me every week.
No.
Am I wrong?
To you. Stop. Not to you.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. What was it I did the other day? And you were like, "Don't gaslight me," like fully offended. Something.
I don't know, but
Oh,
I do remember being pissed
I
at you.
think I threw something at you, and you were like, "Did you just throw that at me?" And I'm like, "No," like fully serious. You're like, "Don't do that. Don't gaslight me. Don't blink at me."
Notice that only one of us is laughing about this.
It's fine.
This will be improved when we have a camera and you can just see all the looks I give my wife. Wait, we'll have that soon. I can't.
We have one. We just haven't tested it.
Well, we need to move the whole setup. And that's true. We haven't tested it either. So, but within the coming weeks, I'll probably be in a different setup and hopefully also have a working webcam. And then, oh my god, you can see the real me and how shitty I look all the time.
Stop.
Sorry, you can see how dead I am through the eyes of my death.
You're gonna have to get like filters that activate when people redeem stuff.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe I could look into like a head pad redeem or some shit. I don't know.
My significant other can have I can't even read it.
My significant other can have some mental abuse. That's a treat.
It's like a reward.
Look. You know this as well as I do, that sometimes punishment is fun. Sometimes I like a little bit of punishment. But like, there's certain kinds of punishments that are okay, and some that aren't. And that's how consent works.
What's your kink? Gaslighting? Do you mean roleplaying?
Gaslighting isn't real, you're just crazy and overreacting. God damn it.
Oh my god. So we're learning about food.
Yeah, let's read about food. Food 2, electric boogaloo. We're using our electric stove now.
Why did that rhyme so well?
What? Which thing?
Food 2, electric boogaloo.
Well, yeah, that's the whole premise of the meme. Of thing 2, electric boogaloo.
Food!
Oh, food 2. Oh, yeah, fair enough.
Food.
Anyways, we're gonna read this.
Do you really want to read gaslighting? The game is gaslighting.
I don't know.
Medic! though.
Why did you say that?
The way you just
Why would you say that?
No, you do. I know you do. I know. Sorry.
That was
Hello,
mean.
darkness, my old friend.
And I think there were some.
No.
That was mean, and there were some redeemed. So maybe to check what they were. I know that one was Hello Darkness. Like that. It's a little bit harder to fucking navigate this bullshit. You know what? I'm just looking over here.
I have it here though.
But it doesn't appear on the mobile.
You need it?
It
Wait,
appears on
I
yours.
got it!
Wait, how come it doesn't appear on mine?
I got it!
Fucking.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
Jesus.
Shit.
Oh my god. Glad you're having fun with that. Anyways, medic!
The way you your face when you did that.
I had to
was
like
just
try to
so,
get
like,
myself
exhausted.
I'm a little exhausted, yes. Is there any okay, there was an uwu, I got that. Hello Darkness. Thanks for the applause. Posture check. Okay, thanks for the posture
No,
check.
thank you. I am very comfortable.
Like, I guess I'm the streamer, so
Chickens are assholes.
chickens are assholes. Anyways, food card 2. Your horse sometimes has more specific food needs.
Sometimes.
Don't neglect his demands.
It's more down. No, Red came in here and talked about horse cock, and everything went to shit.
Hey, Red. When I make the thumbnail for this in like 2 weeks, can I put a can I put a PNG of you and some
Can
text?
I put a P in your G? Can I put a P in your G?
Well, at least you know what. At least you know that I know where the G spot is. Anyways, fucking, I can't even finish my sentence.
Nice.
Can I put your PNG in the thumbnail and then also some text that says, some fucking Red loves horse cocks or Red heart horse cock? Is that too much?
Get, like,
That might be too much.
don't put Red, but maybe put like
Sure.
something
Okay.
about horse girls and cross out girls and write cock over it.
Yeah, we'll see if I even remember to do that, because, like, I might not even remember to do that, and I might not even, like, you know, go to this section of the VOD and remember this was the whole thing, so, you know.
I prefer Pepsi.
I do prefer Pepsi, actually.
Oh my gosh.
Horse coke. Yo, you ever snort a line off of a horse?
First it was LSD, then it was crack, now it's coke.
We're doing all the drugs today. Hey, you know what? I am in favor of legalizing all drugs.
Back in the day, I was known as the girl that loves horses. Can you say that in chat? I think that's why Yang was saying coke.
Maybe. I mean,
Dr.
you know, actually, you know what's kind of funny? You know how Automod on Twitch is actually overzealous a lot of the times and censors, like, things way too easily? She said that, and Automod didn't, like, try to block that at all. You know what? I
This
almost
is
wonder.
appropriate for this stream.
I feel like maybe Automod has figured out that my streams actually really do allow almost everything, except for like the worst slurs.
Jeez. I mean, censored for some stupid shit.
Yeah. It depends. Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm okay with her saying horse cock in the chat. I'm not bothered by that. I'm not bothered by that at all.
Oh my god. Okay, food.
Food, yeah, like horse cock. We love gobbling on them.
Delicious.
Delicious. Don't say the
I'm
game.
gonna say the game.
That one actually is banned, by the way.
Oh my gosh.
Noob. Thank you.
Oh my god. It's a trap, don't read it.
No, I know. Yeah, that was fucking.
I can't.
If your horse starts licking the wall, wait, what? Licking the wall?
What?
Wait. If your horse starts licking the wall, it is because he wants salted food. so you should give him salt to eat. If your horse scratches the ground, shaking his head, it is because he wants sugar.
Wait.
If your horse scratches the ground and lowers his ears, give him barley and enjoy his gratitude.
Let me write.
Okay, you're gonna write these down. I'm gonna look at chat and just die on the inside.
Licking wall.
Fuck the B and the R being next to each other. Yeah. If your horse starts eating horse insulation, it's because it wants to die. Fucking move, though. Get him a giant block of salt. I mean, I'm here. I'm made of salt. In fact, you're here too. You're also salty. You and I are actually very similar in our saltiness.
Delicious.
I'm just smart enough to not play games like Tarkov. That's the difference between you and me. You got the notes?
I'm writing.
I know, but I'm asking if you got them or do you still need time?
A second.
Okay, she needs a second, guys.
Just give me a second. Let it. Barley.
Barley, yeah. It's the bar of Lee.
Now you're good.
It has been 1 second. It has been many seconds,
Yes.
actually.
Okay.
Alright, we good? Alright, let's read Care Level 2. You can pay attention to your horse's health for simple ailments without appealing to a specialist. A professional opinion is always better, and sometimes absolutely necessary. If your horse coughs, eucalyptus lozenges should do the business. You'll see how quickly they work. If your horse shuffles on the spot, raising his head and stretching out his neck, you should give him a small massage to relax him. If your horse looks at his leg, maybe his leg needs binding. Where's the lust levels? The lust levels are all, consult Red on that one. Red is like,
Red knows where the H spot.
You know what?
The
Red
H
is
spot is for horse.
Red might actually be the horniest, VTuber I've met. I'm not sure yet. It's so
personally know Rez, so it's hard to say.
So the main competition is honestly Rezdog. Rezdog is really horny. Like, really, really, really horny. You know what? Yeah, Rezdog is hornier than Red. For sure.
Wow. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
Just not on main. Red's being horny on
Red's
main.
horny on main, but I think that actually means she's venting out the horny in a way that actually allows it to not
I want to
just
see you guys
fester
play a
inside.
game. Hell yeah.
The problem with that is you have to play it extremely safe on Twitch. Maybe and this is a huge ass maybe, so do not count on this ever happening. But if I were to ever do a game like that, I would probably not live stream it, but record it separately and upload it on YouTube. And that could be fun.
We're gonna play a hentai game on OnlyFans.
But I mean, I guess if we're on OnlyFans, there's already nudity. You don't need to censor anything. But I think it'd be kind of fun in the editing process for YouTube to come up with the silliest ways of censoring things.
Censor it with Red's face.
Censor it with Red's face. Yeah,
Free promo.
we could do that. I mean, with permission and respect, of course, because we gotta respect women here.
Move, I'm reading notes.
Oh, sorry, I'm reading chat on my phone. Red wants us to go to Chatterbait. And I know there's a lot of look, Yang. I know about this website called Newgrounds. There's plenty of stuff on there, including things that are for adults and not for children. So, If I wanted to find stuff, I definitely can. Also, Google exists.
I just wrote the last note. If he looks at his leg means it's binding. I know that means like wrap it because it's injured, but like, is this horse into BDSM?
In the context of horsecock, is he into bondage? Who's horny now?
See, Red knew. She understood Cinnamon. And Cinnamon understood Red. This is the beginning of the fan fiction.
Now it's time for me.
Someone write Red X Cinnamon fan fiction.
Oh my god.
Our partners are part of BDSM.
Wait, question. Which cinnamon? So, which cinnamon?
You know which Cinnamon.
That matters. Is Red being gay, or is she taking,
Stop.
you know, some really good, a nice cock?
Stop. It's an insert pick.
It's an
So you
insert
get to pick.
futa.
There's like a whole page describing the
The reason
cock.
why cinnamon's named that is because they taste like that.
There's like a whole page describing the cock, and it's just Red's cock.
Oh my god, Red is the futa here. Oh my god.
This is the like, I know we market this specific stream off being cursed.
But then, whenever Yang and Red are in chat, this is what happens. It gets even more cursed if we have Bunny Ren-chan and, like, H-kills.
If we had JoJo, too.
JoJo, I don't think he makes it more cursed, but he does make it more chaotic.
Yes, but that's still good.
Yes. Actually, in a weird way, he brings
Oh yeah.
he brings her person's interchangeable. That's a new level of respect I have for you. And, well, you all know the clip of me respectfully asking. And if you don't
look. The universe told you
I was gonna say, if you don't know, well, that's it.
You liar! Don't gaslight me.
I wasn't lying. I wasn't gonna say anything. I just dropped the fucking pocket
I
knife
wasn't gonna
that I was
plug
fidgeting
my
with.
Twitch clips where you can watch a clip of me requesting attitude. Sin's threatening me with a key.
No.
Don't gaslight me.
Sorry.
Anyway, next book.
You've only
I guess.
associated with Red and stream chats. I believe that's actually true. Actually, I think Red came into a voice chat once while you were in it, but I'm not certain of that. And that was like exactly once. So.
Running out of notes.
Yeah. Anyways, you got all the notes though.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. So I can read activity 2. All right. I'm afraid to get too horny because that gets men in trouble. That gets a lot of people in trouble. So yeah.
Okay, read.
Anyways, let's read activity 2, and let's hope we're not reading anything about bondage here, because that's gonna get really weird real fast.
Tire is fun.
Tire is a good fun for a while, but like us, a horse needs to vary his activities to feel comfortable. If your horse is pacing up and down from left to right, it means he wants to stretch his legs. A session with a tether should do the trick. If your horse bows his head and raises his hooves in the air, you probably need something more demanding to play with, like a ball, for example. Okay.
Wait, bows his head, raises his hooves.
Yeah, no, it's probably a good idea to kind of convey, if you're wanting to avoid simps, it helps to kind of make it. I feel like it's kind of sad that like women have to do that, where like whether it's true or not, like a lot of women will basically say like they have a boyfriend or something like that just to avoid like unwanted male interaction, and I think that's sad. And also, I guess, embarrassing. Like
Bark at men.
What?
Bark at men. I've seen women like recording themselves for safety reasons because men are just like bombarding them in their space, and they'll bark at them, and it freaks them out, and then they leave.
I've never heard of this, but that actually sounds kind of genius.
It's amazing.
Huh. Smart.
Because I think they're fucking crazy. Good.
I mean, yeah. Hiss at them, yeah.
Yes.
Anyways,
Exactly.
no one wants to fuck with the crazy bitch.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know about that.
It depends.
It depends on the type. It depends on the type of crazy, I suppose. There's some crazy. What the fuck? Are you writing on me? Are you non-consensually writing on me?
I didn't do anything. They're right.
Okay.
You yelled at me.
Sorry. I'm sorry I yelled at you. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I was
Are
just...
they being friendly or are they into me? Yes! Fucking. It's not the same thing. Sit in a notepad.
Cinema. Wait, what? Wait, I'm gonna...
Cinopad.
Cinopad.
Cinnamon.
Okay. Anyways, do you have your...
Cinnamon! Bark.
Sin is submissive and writable.
You gotta put it in your bio now.
I don't think I have space.
No more space.
Anyways. Why are you aggressively clicking this pen in my face?
Because you're submissive and writable.
Did you write the note for this?
Yes.
Okay, because I want to move on. Affection level 2.
Oh, let's all learn about affection.
Oh my god, that is a lot. Okay. Your horse's reactions may sometimes appear violent or strange. You need to analyze them and understand how to react in such cases.
You need to be more submissive and rideable.
Jeez. Red sent me a video. Oh no. The more your horse feels you are trying to understand him, the more at ease he will feel in your company. If your horse's ears are pulled back and he tries to bite, it is because something is disturbing him. Like my fucking Twitch chat right now. He should not be encouraged to bite, and neither should Twitch chat. So a light tap on the muzzle should communicate that what he did was wrong. Don't hit him too hard, though.
I like it. Get it right.
Oh my
I
god.
almost said that word.
If your horse tosses
And
his
then it's born.
If your horse tosses his
Your horse gets a sudden hard on. Don't worry. Just I can't read these chats. Oh my gosh.
You know what? People watching have eyes, right?
They can. But do they?
And then I find out I actually have a huge amount of my audience that's actually blind because they really like listening to me talk about dumb shit. And I'm just like, yeah, you guys could read this. And they're like, we literally can't, sir.
Sir. Yeah, right. Sorry. You're submissive and rideable. When the horse tries to bite,
You come
he's
here
hungry.
on my stream and bully me.
You're laughing. And has the taste for human flesh. The horse bores you.
So did Red vor the horse that vored me?
It was both.
So if they're a transitive property, that means Red vored me.
In theory of association, does that mean you were also cucked?
Well, we already knew that.
Your horse pulls on your hair and smacks your head.
Oh my god. This is I think this is actually the horniest my chat has ever been.
I
Like
love
literally
this so
ever.
much. This is so funny. My stomach hurts.
So does mine, but for a different reason, I imagine.
Is it from the horse? Oh no! Oh no!
Hey, Lumeris, if you're still here, I'm sorry.
Forgive me for I am sin.
Yeah, forgive me for I have sinned, yeah. Yeah. Fucking god damn, dude.
I forgive you.
Thank you. Jesus.
Read the 4 things
I know, I'm trying to. But I'm also being attentive to chat, and I kind of regret it.
Oh my gosh.
If your horse tosses its head back, twitching its ears back and forth, it means he's afraid of something.
Wait, we just did the muzzle.
Hold the
tap.
fuck on!
Wait.
Hold the fuck. Listen to the phrasing here. If your horse tosses its head back, twitching his ears back and forth, it means he's afraid of something. If you stroke him, he will understand that he is safe with you. Ah!
Yang, don't influence Lumerus, he's pure.
Maris kind of is pure, actually. Like a couple weeks ago, he very innocently asked in political discussion chat what based means,
Aww,
and I explained it to him.
I love you.
And yeah, that was kind of wholesome in a way.
Yang, stop. We're admiring how wholesome Lumerus is. Stop!
God, chat's gonna give me a stroke is what's gonna happen here.
You don't know. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
You know what? We were talking about Overwatch porn the other day.
Oh my gosh.
Me and Rez were talking about that.
Oh, okay. I thought you was
Sorry.
Lumerus. Oh
But
my
Lumerus
gosh.
was in chat, and he did say something about someone. I can't remember which character. But, anyways.
We're just trying to learn how to.
I just said I liked the character that had the same name as you. So. Oh my god. Fucking god damn it, dude. We're all going to... If Steve Harvey were here, he would tell us we're all going to hell.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Read the
No. I'm
ears back and biting. He needs to be tapped.
Oh, okay.
What was the next one?
Oh, yeah, so...
Lumerus is a jail.
If... Which note do you need?
After the muzzle tap.
Oh, if your horse tosses his head back, twitching his ears back and forth, it means he's afraid of something. If you stroke him, he will understand he is safe with you.
Wait. Sorry. If you say it again, I'm so sorry.
If your horse tosses his head back, twitching his ears back and forth, it means he's afraid of something. If you stroke him, he will understand he's safe with you.
Twitch.com.
Twitch.tv.
Twitch.tv. Stroke.
If your horse throws its head back and forth, there's a metal band nearby and its head digging. Awesome. That's actually the first thing I'm like, yes, Chad is completely correct about this, and I have no objection to this.
Next thing.
Okay, the next thing. Fucking goddamn dude. If your horse turns his back on you, shaking his head from left to right, it is quite simply because he does not want to be disturbed. And you should quite simply not disturb him. He will appreciate this mark of respect on your part. So,
nothing?
So in other words, consent is key.
But do we do nothing? That's what it's saying.
Yeah. Because if the horse says no, you do not proceed. No means no.
Red. Okay, is there one more thing, or is that it?
There's one more.
I have no space. I have to put this at the top now.
Okay. You want more paper?
No, I have the original Champion's Dream.
Okay.
And there's a singular notes page for a reason.
Okay. Are you ready?
What's the last thing?
If the horse scratches the floor violently, tossing his head forwards, it means he needs to be left alone to deprive him of the chance to show such provocative, violent behavior.
What?
So, wait, so the last two are basically just leave him the fuck alone.
Read it again?
If your horse scratches the floor violently, tossing his head forwards, it means he needs to be left alone.
What did it say about provocative?
What? Oh, he needs to be left alone to deprive him of the chance to show such provocative, violent behavior.
Provocative.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, to provoke?
The horse is your property. The consent is not needed.
No.
No. Okay. Is that it?
Wait, no, we just
Don't
read
read it
but
again.
No. Entertainment 2.
These were... wasn't
Fucking
these
kill me.
Weren't these the picture books that Ted Cruz was reading?
I don't know. Shoo Me Through the Ages, Volume 1 by...
Oh yeah, this is entertainment for us to read.
Oh, it's for us.
This is like poetry.
So Shumi, a word that means hobby in Japanese, is a strange creature born of the World Wide Web. Shumi was first spied the 18th of August 1999 during a magnetic upsurge that affected computers worldwide. Shumi then started popping up on a number of websites, infiltrating discussion forums and auction sites.
In your place, this is Shuni.
Shuni at Shunikos was born August 18th, 1999 in the internet. And through the power of the internet, she became a cat girl.
Shuni's a cryptid, apparently.
Shuni's a cryptid. The Finnish cryptid. Speaking of horny VTubers I've met, by the way, Shuni is also very horny. She does not say so. If she ever says she say so, tell her in her chat that she's fucking lying. Anyway, so we're not doing the
We're done
entertainment.
reading. We don't have to read all of them.
We only have 5 minutes left. Oh, no, we have 30 minutes left. Sorry.
We don't have to
These
read
take-
all. We don't have to use them all. You could just.
I guess. What's the study notebook? Also, why does it go from study notebook first page to study notebook third page?
We gotta find it.
We gotta find a second page.
I don't know actually.
I don't know. Do we want to be done with the library?
Yeah.
No, we're gonna be done with the library. Fins don't exist, so they're essentially cryptids. Wait, but you're dating Emmy. Are you dating a cryptid?
Oh my gosh.
How does that work? Actually, maybe I don't want to know how that works.
I fucked Cthulhu.
Oh yeah.
I was born and kinda horny. Figured I'd pick up a book. Grabbed an Necronomicon and figured I'd take a look. I did the dance and did the chant.
What the
and much
fuck
to my
should the note be?
surprise,
You ended up in the back room for 2 weeks. Alright. Well, I'm sure that was fun. You know what else is fun? Cross country. You can tell by the enthusiastic tone of my voice.
Tell by the way it is.
You can tell how excited I am.
Didn't we buy different horse? We bought horse saddles.
I don't know, man.
Okay.
We're just gonna...
Oh my goodness. You're telling me you're gonna cross the country? Yes. We are in. There's a blimp!
There is a blimp.
We are in the US in game right now. We are no longer in Scotland.
Yeah. We were in Scotland. Now we're in America. And, yeah, that's it.
The end.
I don't even know why we're in America. I don't remember.
It's a competition we're doing.
Oh, yeah.
So at the end of
It's
this
an
week,
international
we're gonna do a
competition. Yeah, okay.
So maybe we can, because we've killed so much time being horse horny, maybe we can hurry up and get through these next 2 days and do the competition.
Yeah.
And that's where we end the stream.
America.
America.
That's what Ted Cruz is.
You gotta put that in the diary after this.
Ted America Cruz.
You gotta put America in the diary. It's relevant.
Because we cooked Esteban.
Yes, and Ted Cruz. And then Red and the horse. Red and Cinnamon chucked you by more.
I don't. these streams are. Let me put it this way: these streams are for you guys.
You asked for it. We did it for you. Love our fans.
Wait, I'm confused. Where am I going? Oh, right there.
Imagine a hypothetical that like you get like Markiplier level big, and you're like doing a crying thankful video. And you're like, I'll never forget when you guys talked about being horny for our horse Cinnamon in chat, and like tears. You're so thankful. 10 million subscribers later.
Goddamn, we still have to get more points in cross country. I got 9 out of 10 there, and I still need more. Fucking kill me. Anyways,
America. Ted M. Yes.
There you go.
Show jumping.
Alright,
This one should be good.
time for show jumping, which is...
We did
What?
that.
Where's my
Plot.
horse? I don't know.
Her
I
horse
found
has
the
been
horse box
stolen.
like that when I got here.
Or, no, that's my
Not
horse
good
has been
for
stolen.
you.
Wait.
Calm down, princess. We're not in the boxing ring here.
Out of my way. She's the one doing all this. Is that your best excuse? Find someone else to blame. Q, you didn't do that, did you? You're pathetic.
What are you all doing here? The director's coming. He wants to inspect the horse boxes.
What are we gonna do?
Why? What's happened?
You're at the creek now, princess.
Spike?
What have I done now?
Someone stole Cinnamon. Oh, this is what you were talking about earlier. Now I'm Cinnamon.
Yeah.
Okay, before the horse box inspections, horses must return to the stud farm, so hurry up.
Stud farm. Is this a breeding program?
Oh no.
Oh my gosh, it's all coming together.
Oh my god, the LSD does work.
Also, yes, the voice acting is peak. Oh my gosh, our little horse prince.
Oh my god, I'm like struggling to go through here.
Breed.
Red. Fucking.
Thin as cinnamon.
Jesus.
You fall off the horse.
I'm not even here to fall off. How would that work?
It just goes to a
Jeez.
cutscene
Oh
where
fuck,
you
this
just
isn't
fall.
the right way. Hold on.
Yeah, find that door.
Oh, the door. Okay. I'm stuck on the bench. No, look. Okay.
Oh, you have to do it in a time.
I mean, I
Count it
have
down.
4 minutes. Oh, I think I found the door. See?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, guys.
We got $1,600 for that. How did our horse make more money on its own?
I don't know.
Now Lumer's horny.
He's coming. We're done for.
You've got less than 5 minutes to get bread. I just read that.
Oh, yeah. Brilliant.
I love how the caption was just like whoops with joy, but her line was like, oh yeah, brilliant.
Okay, pupils, it's time for inspection.
So I didn't get to increase my show jumping score, which kind of sucks.
I can't believe it's done this.
So I absolutely have to get cross country and show jumping up to par today.
A man is wearing assless chaps.
Okay, so first of all,
This sounds like British people.
so Ted Cruz
At generic British gamer.
stole my horse.
Ted Cruz stole my horse.
And then, fucking... Okay, so now we're on, what, day 10. So day 10, fucking Uwu.
Just right,
Uwu again.
Just right, Uwu.
Because
over
Gang
and
is
over.
redeeming Uwu.
Just type in as many Uwus as
Okay.
Yang is doing. There's 4. Yay.
There. That's the...
You're the biggest Uwu to do all 4 at once. Oh yeah!
You can only get to 4.
I can only count to 4. I can only count to 4. I can only count to 4.
Anyways, fucking. So,
How much points do I have now that I'm watching our own stream?
so we need to do fucking cross country and show jumping again.
We can't repeat in the same day, which sucks. So this is our last chance.
So this is our last chance to
4
get these up to
reviews.
par. In fact, I'm gonna save this here because if we don't succeed on this, we're fucked.
So I think the first week we did.
Sin is submissive and clippable. Fuck off. I mean, yes, but fuck off.
Oh yeah, put that in your Twitch bio.
Thinking about it.
The first week we did our review. I think we had one still in the red, and we still passed. So I think we'll be good.
Yeah, you're right.
So as long as we get one of the 2 up,
Yeah.
I think we should be good.
And then I don't know what else do we do. I guess lounge.
I guess to interview.
Because yeah, we've barely been.
We're mad at Ginger because we think she kidnapped our horse, right?
No, we're mad at Kiwi
Kiwi.
because we blamed her for it, and she was like,
Really?
"What the fuck? You're being ridiculous."
Oh, we're mad at someone. We're gonna find out.
We're mad at Kiwi.
Kiwi.
She's the Taiwanese Indian
That we hate crime.
that we hate crime. And then I don't know, what do we do for the last one?
Talk and do our new skills to talk
Oh
to
yeah,
our
yeah,
horse.
yeah, we can do that. All right, let's try this.
Woo!
All right, let's.
Don't fuck it up. Knocking on wood.
Okay. I mean, I haven't fucked up today, actually. Like, I've had, like, little slip-ups, but I haven't fucked up, you know? But I guess it's because all the fucking is happening in the chat. You know what this
Glares at chat.
You know what this is? This is like when ResDog and JoJo had sex in my dungeon in D&D.
Stop
That's
referencing
not
that.
even a fucking joke. They actually, like, their characters had sex in my D&D dungeon.
Did they describe it to
Multiple
each other?
times.
Was it like they just did it in a turn, like they decided they would have sex with each other, or did they describe it back and forth in turns?
I told them they could describe it to whatever level they wanted. Because, like, in all honesty, I am okay with it, but it was like, dude, you're really fucking in my dungeon right now? Okay.
Right in front of myself.
Right in front of my boss? They didn't fuck in front of the boss. That would have been bold. But they didn't do that.
It gets charmed.
No, but, no, it was just, like, during some, like, downtime where, like, I think, like, some of the other characters were trying to solve a puzzle, or I think... Oh, also, like, some characters were trying to get rest as well, and so they're like, they took advantage of that time to go have sex. So, yeah.
Chat is being very much sexless. Yes, that's why they're so horny.
Yeah. Chat needs to get laid. When's the last time you had sex, chat?
Stop! Don't expose chat like this. This last one. Yay!
Yeah. Hello, horse?
it just sticks and runs out of time. Joke's on you.
Maybe it's like I got 10 out of 10 on that one. So apparently I learned how to cross country. I know how to cross the country.
What is said?
Apparently that's the last
Count
letter.
Cross
Or just the count to. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, let's do show jumping.
Oh, I didn't look at our scores on the review. Our review scores. I didn't look at it.
It's okay.
The country.
This cunt is dry because Ben Shapiro is speaking.
What if somebody, like, you know how, like, sometimes, public figures and stuff will, like, do graduation speeches? Imagine, like, for some reason, someone who's Ben Shapiro speak at something, and like students know this ahead of time, or just people at this thing know ahead of time. They bring like gallons of water to just stand in front of the crowd and just desperately drink the whole time he's talking.
They find Ben Shapiro's wife, and they're like, "Here, do you?" Like, they not only give her water, but they give her food. Because, you know...
It's kind of bad.
Red's
Oh,
going
we're
to...
almost done, man. We're almost done with the week. But if you have to go to bed, that's okay.
Yeah, it's okay if you have to sleep, you have to sleep.
Yeah, but we were just gonna finish this. This is our last thing for the day, isn't it?
Yeah, and then it's the competition.
Yeah. Oh, we gotta do the whole competition. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good night, Red. Well, I don't know. How long do you think the competition?
I don't know.
Oh, because if we fuck it up, you have to start over.
If we fail at the competition, we have to start. But I'm apparently doing a lot better than I was than last time. Because
give us like hold out for maybe 10 minutes if you'd like.
It's up to you, you know.
But
it's up to you. Like you're under no.
If we fuck up, you can block us.
Don't block us.
But yeah. Oh my god. You think Gordon Ramsay enjoys food? You think he's like, fuck it and make ramen in the microwave?
Anyways, the note is this show jumped the shark.
What?
This show jumped the shark.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look, we have a good scores.
Yeah, we actually have pretty good scores.
Oh, this wasn't the last thing. We have the lounge.
Yeah, we have lounge, talk, and then competition.
Those will take like 2 minutes. Okay, we'll do it real quick. We'll bang it out. Banging it out for Red.
Okay. Anyways,
So talk to Q?
Let's talk to Kiwi. We're mad at her.
Esteban is leaning on nothing.
Since when have you been interested in my life? Okay, I guess if I'm ever going to get any peace, I'm going to have to tell you the rest. One day, my life turned upside down. I came back from a long day in the field when on the edge of the road, I saw a huge shape.
Her first
and
interaction
I stopped in
with
my
horse.
What?
Night had already fallen, and to begin with, I didn't know what to make of this creature and its big glowing eyes.
Oh, yeah, this is when she found out what fucking
it was a horse. The most
horses are.
being I had ever seen.
It's her first experience with horse cock.
Great sex if he eats out of draw.
And when I approached, it took
I mean, here's the thing.
You think he'd be fucking raw?
Just hold on. Just like with cooking, the preparation matters.
Do you think he'd be fucking raw?
At that moment, I realized my destiny was upon me, and I decided I would take charge of the horse, come what may. I knew my family would never let me keep him because there was no way we had enough money.
So she found a horse. She wanted the horse. Her family didn't want the horse. So she came here.
So what happened next? Knowledge of somebody is a prize. It has to be
Okay, and she's like, I don't want to talk to you anymore. Let's go talk.
We haven't talked to Esteban in a really long time.
Yeah, I was like, we should talk to one of the guys. Esteban?
I don't ever recall Spike doing anything.
We're gonna talk to Esteban. Like...
Why are we doing this whole like reverse role Twilight shit? I know what you are. You're a horse fucker.
Anyways, Esteban said he'll tell us the rest of his story if we like.
Of course.
I don't even remember the first part.
I don't know. He's from Spain, I know that much.
I spent a lot of time playing with a friend whose father was a vet. He would show me.
Oh, that's right. He wanted to be a veterinarian or something, right?
I don't know. I don't care.
So his friend's father was a vet, and he would show him how to practice sometimes, and he called him up when an exotic animal came in for treatment.
My passion for animals disturbed my father.
Roast beast.
He wanted me to
like
take
from
over
fucking
his
Grinch.
business, but sales, or rather fraud, did not appeal to me. The more time went by,
Martha
the more
May
distant from my
Who.
father I became. Then, one day, my father did something.
Okay. So his dad wanted him to be part of the business, and he's like, I don't want to commit fraud, Dad. And then he was like, ugh. And then his dad did something unexpected.
Tell me more.
And What
It
is
is late and I have a training session.
Oh no, we can't. We can't.
Oh no.
Can't know.
Oh,
We don't know what his father did.
I'll do
guess
my
I'll
best.
die.
Okay.
Oh, we can still talk.
All right, let's go talk to the edgy boy.
Touch.
Okay,
His
okay,
face.
if you insist. I was brought up by my Aunt
What?
Abigail. My parents didn't have any time for me and constantly
Think it was
gave in to all my
tax
dumb
fraud.
demands, probably because they felt guilty.
Maybe it was. We don't know. We don't know. Anyways, so I was brought up by my Aunt Abigail. My parents didn't have any time for me. Constantly gave in to all my dumb demands, probably because they felt guilty. Aunt Ab, now she had time for me.
She lived in a little house on a cliff top and liked to go walking in
Is
the
this
New
a
Forest.
great
She
I
always wanted me to
don't
go
know.
too, but all that
I
fresh air and
don't.
the great outdoors did my head in. All I wanted to do was to see my mum and dad. Instead, I'd spend
Okay, so you go walking in the new forest. Okay. Fresh air outdoors. He just wanted to see his parents. But he
He's
never
got
got-
mommy and daddy issues.
He's got he's got parent issues.
I'd write poems and songs, nothing big and clever, but it did help me pass the time.
I
But then when I was
honestly
He writes poetry.
and songs. I was gonna say he looks like he belongs like somewhere in Nickelback.
Nickelback is actually just parental trauma in song form. Look at this photograph.
When I was 16, my life changed.
How?
Now that one.
Is he still saying princess? I'm missing it.
He still called me. I don't know. He called me a wombat, and the voice line cut off in the audio.
I
But
think they put wombat in the thing, but I think he says princess in the voice acting.
I think you're right. But rejected
Princess
Nickelback.
Wombat.
Best. How bad do you have to be rejected from Nickelback?
How
That's
bad
sad.
do the first
No.
181 blinks have to be for this to be the one that survived?
Only the 182nd blinks. Fucking. Yeah, you got whatever. I lost the energy of the joke.
Okay,
in the
we gotta
middle.
wrap this up for Web.
Oh wait, hold on. So we gotta write a note here. Like lol Spike got rejected by Nickel. Just Nick. We'll just say Nick.
By Nick, his long lost love.
We're gonna come back to this and not know.
Someone write a Spike X Nick fanfiction.
Yeah. All right. To the next thing. All right, so we got to talk to our horse. It is like swaying from side to side.
Oh! I need my notes. Write that down. Write that down. Okay. Hold on.
Get it
Okay,
together,
he's
wife.
swaying?
He's kind of swaying, and that's like it. His ears don't really seem to be doing
Where is it?
much.
We read that.
Actually, his ears are kind of.
Wait, I'm trying to find it. So I have a head left to right. Pacing. What's it? Cough. Should we have read more horse care books?
I think we read all of them though.
Was there only 2 of each?
I think so.
Okay, let me read all this. Scratching, tossing head, scratching ground. Oh, swaying. He needs vitamin C.
Vitamin C,
Not vitamin D, chat.
and that's in food.
Yes. Or it might be medicine.
Yeah, it actually might be.
No. Wait. I read this. What to do if you click the wrong thing. Hold on.
How do I go back?
Hold on, I read this. Don't touch anything.
How do I go?
Dialogue with your host. Hold on, I'm reading it.
Vitamin C for cock. God damn it, gang. Fucking.
To go back, right click in the center of the circle.
Okay, thank God.
Okay,
So
I
it's
think that one.
In care?
I think it might be care. No, it's
Oh,
A.
vitamin C. Yes.
Oh, the C is for care.
All right. All right. That's it then.
Yeah, I think that's what it means. That's what it says.
Okay.
We can make give him that vitamin C. It's drugs.
He just ate my pinky.
It's Coke.
Vitamin C for Coke.
Chat, write down what you think the C in vitamin C stands for.
I mean, Yang already put in cog, but
Yes.
it could be
Place
cocaine.
your votes now.
Could be for cunt. Could be for
Cuck.
cuck. Could be for cum. Could be for Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Stop.
Could
Gotta
be
do
for
the context.
it could be for corn.
Oh my god, it's corn. Rata-oo, rata-oota. Yay, our review.
Yay. Excellent results. Well done.
Yay.
I love how they evaluate our popularity. It's like, oh, you are quite popular with the ever children.
Plot.
Do you realize this is our first real competition? I'm so not ready for this. I've got this big, tight knot in my stomach. I know I'm going to do something so wrong.
If you're so sure, go back to bed. That way we won't have to put up with your moaning.
What a
You
bitch.
really do know how to put people at ease.
Leave it, Esteban. She loves winding us up.
I'm sure she'd just love it if we all failed.
Cool it. Everyone calm down.
Don't worry, you've got what it takes to win.
C is
You
for
just need to
Corticorp,
stay
yeah.
concentrated. Thanks for believing in me. So, are you ready? I'm very
I forgot this was a character. She's the reason we're in America, and I totally forgot about her.
Don't forget, you and your horse form a team. Good luck, and if you do win a special bonus.
Oh shit.
You wait and see, miss. Today you're going to witness a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Did
Make way for Spike.
she just hit on a student? That's
We can change our things now. I don't think we bought anything for us.
Yeah, I
We
don't-
bought for the horse. We
okay.
can change the horse though, I think.
Okay. Or
That's for cross country.
okay.
Now, yay. We did buy it, right? Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Now a horse is pink with us.
Yay!
When was this made? This was made by Ubisoft in 2006,
Yes.
which
Why does our horse look nicer now?
it does feel like it's from 1999, but it's Ubisoft in 2006. So yeah. It's
Good
yeah.
afternoon and welcome.
I forgot they have a commentator.
On the program this afternoon, one of the most difficult...
One of the most difficult courses in the whole
Le
competition.
spectacle
Yeah.
promet d'être...
Whatever. All right,
Oh,
ordinary.
shit, I gotta hold my key. Okay.
Yes. All right.
Bad for 2006, yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty bad.
it's pretty bad.
Superb.
All right. It's ordinary
10 out of
trout.
10. It's right control people.
Mm-hmm.
Sims 2 came out in 2004. Really?
Nothing to
Is
add.
it the second one that came out? No. I mean, was Sims 2 even that good? This does have like similar energy to like the first Sims.
A little bit.
It's
yeah.
just closer.
Extended walk.
Sims 3 came out in 2009. With the E.
Mm-hmm. E for Markiplier. Mark E. Plier.
Mark E. the Flyer.
I missed the thing. Oops.
I can't believe it.
I can't believe I've done
I
this.
can't believe you've done this. Extended walk.
This is exhilarating, isn't it?
Ordinary. I can't believe it. I was gonna say that, but I forgot. Can't believe.
Everyone out, look at those fucking like PNGs of people out there. Look at that.
They're watching. They're cheering.
You know what? This area is a lot better than the one we had in Scotland because there's less broken textures.
Yes, that
Ordinary trot. Ordinary trot.
Look at all
again.
this ordinary trotting we're doing.
Riveting.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? We're doing so good because we are dressed for the occasion.
Okay,
Yes,
ordinary canter.
Yes.
Going so fast!
Oh my god, my next game's
Collected canter. I think that's one down?
C.
No, that's hold C. Okay, there we go. I got it.
Hell. I was gonna type riveting, but your wife said it before I could type it.
Yeah.
We're all in the same flow.
Are we?
You're not. Yeah. Hot.
Yay, dressage.
Sin and the horse are of the same mind.
Yeah, we both want to fucking kill ourselves right now.
Stop. I don't think Cinnamon wants to die.
You see, the plot twist of the game is that Cinnamon locked himself in the barn. He simply wanted to die.
Hey, Mr. Goose, what you doing with that goose?
Did we get a perfect 100 points? Is it the max we can get?
Maybe.
Oh my god,
We got no penalty. We did it perfectly.
And the best
Man,
time.
if only I took exactly 1 more second.
Then you'd be the same as Spike.
Spike is fucking blazing it out here. Who the fuck is Marth?
Just about to say the same thing.
Like there's Kiwi, but who the fuck is Marth?
Marth E-Flyer.
Who's Garby? Who is Gerald Tiger? Who the fuck is this guy?
It's Gerald. What?
Gerald?
Who's Gerald?
I don't know.
Oh my God.
Anyways, we're moving on.
We've got this. You've got this. Green. I think our new outfit is doing wonders.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. You're cheating.
How am I cheating?
You're like cutting corners of the path.
You're cutting a corner.
You know, the actual tiger riding a horse. The tiger named Gerald.
That's actually kind of fucking dope to think about.
Oh wait, so it is Gerald. It's Gerald. Gerald and the tiger. Ocelot!
Oh, that's Ocelot there being
Is
like,
Ocelot
hi, how's
trying
it
to
going?
send the energy to be fallen again?
Maybe. We've evolved past that.
We've grown.
I-
We've learned.
I
We have
actually
notes.
haven't fucked up today. That's actually surprising. I hope I'm not jinxing it by saying that, but like...
We've had notes this time. We've learned. We've grown. We're professional horse girls.
Yeah. I have learned how to become the I have become horse e-girl.
Yeah, you're gonna have to. Yeah, Ocelot, I highly recommend, Ocelot, that you go back and watch the stream when it's done. When Red entered the chat,
Oh my god. Yeah.
it was amazing the whole
Yeah.
time.
Anyways, I don't think that was
Horse e-girl.
I don't think that was perfect, but that was pretty good. Yeah, I got a penalty. Yeah, I did 4
We
times
were
better
1
than
second
Spike.
higher.
Dude, Spike did really well here, but so shit on dressage.
Horsey girl. Horsey horsey girl.
Ah. Yes. Anyways, how's it going, Ursula?
Oh my god, girl, Tiger is eliminated.
Damn. I can't believe
Me
they've
and
done
Yang
this.
are on the same page, man.
Yeah. Oh, we're starting from this side.
Ooh,
Oh wait, didn't that happen in Scotland too?
I don't know. Oh yeah. Sag.
Yes, that.
Oh my god, the side arrows are pink like us.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, if we're doing like a professional horse academy, they shouldn't allow us to dye our hair. Like if they're being all traditional and doing like dressage and all that shit, like we would probably get eliminated for looking professional.
You know what? They're actually quite progressive for the time.
Spike is in love with Nick.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
no.
I hit the sign.
Oh god! Oh god!
Oh,
Oh god! Oh god! Oh fuck! Oh god!
We gotta book it now.
Is this the highest difficulty? This is on normal still, isn't it?
Yeah.
We haven't changed it. Which is probably good considering how much we fucked up the first like 2 weeks. I wonder if you could change the difficulty midway.
I don't know.
Like, if you really change this. I don't think you can.
I mean, there are some games that do that, but in 2006, that was less of a thing. It didn't highlight the thing, yet that still can. I turned too fast.
Now there's a hot air balloon in the background.
How is this game faster yet slower than Superman 64?
Dude, have you not
Oh
seen
my
us on
God.
LSD in this game?
Dude, yeah.
Dude, this stream is fucking gold.
For better or for worse, yeah, that is true. 9.9 out of 10. We did pretty good.
Yeah. We're so rich. We can probably buy professional outfits for next
Dude,
week.
we're fucking... Kiwi is a bitch. Dude, Spike is
Oh my god,
crushing
Marth
her
was
too.
eliminated.
Dude, the Marth, man. I can't believe they removed Marth from Smash Bros.
She has reason to smile like that. That was.
Yay. We're impeccable.
You can't peck me.
Marth, no!
This is one sportswoman whose career will.
They'll be watching my career closely.
Oh my god.
They'll be watching my career of great interest.
What if you, because you said Smash Bros right now,
Mhm.
what if you made an edit of Cinnamon? a Smash Bros edit for Cinnamon as the thumbnail?
Goodbye and see you soon.
Goodbye and see you soon. I couldn't agree more, commentator.
Chickens are assholes.
They are.
So many assholes.
Wendy,
What?
you have worked brilliantly with our pupils. Our school is proud to have you on board.
Thank you, sir. If you'll please excuse me, I'd like to.
She just fucks Spike in the corridor.
Yes, have all your praise.
Nice.
What a paradise.
Without cream, princess.
Oh,
you'd
are
wrinkle
we in
fully 20.
Morocco now?
I can't stand it when
I
it calls
guess.
me that. And to think I once believed the Scottish Academy was the best riding school.
Look at you frying in the sun. Who's up for an underwater
You need to
endurance
commit die to
competition?
Squid.
No thanks. That kind of game can
What
become
did Squid do
dangerous.
this time?
This is going to be one relaxing holiday.
Ah, do not count on it. We are here for an important competition. Don't forget.
If it isn't dear old Birdie.
Birdie?
The director's name is Birdie?
You must feel less lonely in the stupid name club now, eh?
Deborah, you haven't changed.
Oh my gosh,
one
it's
bit
Deborah.
these days.
What the fuck is her wrist doing? Oh my god! Look at her wrist! What happened to her wrist? Are you okay, ma'am? Are you okay? What happened to you?
We're here to defend the honor of our school.
Are you okay? Your arm is clipping through your shoulder, ma'am.
This time it's different. Let me present my little.
Oh my god.
Is that Hux?
That does
Is
look
that
like General
Hux
Hux.
2.0?
Oh my god.
What is that?
What the fuck?
I hate to say it, my friend, but I think Bird is right. We are not going to get a
Oh
minute's
my
rest.
god.
How's it going, clones? Q, I suppose you found some people for your bread holding competition.
You know what? I like Spike. I'm gonna be disappointed if he's the villain.
I have important news to announce. I have received a letter
She
from a
needs
rival
some milk,
riding
yeah.
school in Morocco
Her
who
bones
have
are
challenged us
fragile.
to an inter-school
Okay.
trial.
I
Such
think we're
events are
good to
governed by a
stop
code
there,
of honor
probably,
that operates
before we get
outside
too
of
into- Oh, we gotta write in her diary.
Such challenges have repercussions on national.
If we lose the trial, we'll be ruled out of entering the Moroccan national event due to take place in several weeks' time because of the strict code of...
It would also lead to the cancellation of other competitions. That said,
However, a refusal would tarnish the image
I'm
of
not
our
gonna
august
finish the lines that are cutting
So
themselves
after
off, by the way.
consultation
I'm
with the
kind of
instruction
done.
team, we
Just
have
like, oh my
decided
god,
to
get to the
accept
fucking
challenge.
They're just saying
You
we
are
have to
requested,
pass or
therefore,
we're gonna
to pack
fucking
your
not
bags.
do
Yeah,
shit
don't
ever.
fuck up is what they're saying. Anyways, and then anyways, so what should be the thought that we wrap the stream up with in the diary?
America fucked my horse.
I don't know. Maybe. Is there a way I could shit on Ted Cruz at the very end here?
Oh no.
Oh wait. They eliminated the Tiger King.
Alright.
there we go. Alright. Anyways.
Alright.
Here, let me make sure I save before I forget. So that's gonna be the stream for this week. Thanks to everyone for coming by. Thanks for the chaos and the weird amount of horniness that we had today, I guess.
Here's a chat.
Because it was content, I suppose. I mean, if you enjoyed it, fine. That's cool.
You're gonna forget all about this stream.
Yeah,
and then you're gonna go to archive this, and you're gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah. So send this weird energy to residential piss lord. I mean time lord. Toke Shige. They're a cool dude. And they're what are they doing right now? Are they doing Kingdom Hearts? They're doing Kingdom Hearts right now.
Of course.
So yeah, they're a cool person. Just go ahead and just
what chaotic thing should we have?
Oh yeah, should we do a raid message? What should the raid message be?
Can you say fuck in other people's chats?
I would have, just in case. Let's avoid that. Let's do. I don't know if there's anything that is relevant to this stream that is okay to say as a spammed raid message. Just say.
Say.
Can we have to come up with the raid message, or else
appropriate.
The fucking horse, cursed horse chaos.
No.
I don't know.
Say Ted Cruz board my horse.
Ted Cruz board my horse. Okay, there we go. All right, copy paste that in there. Okay. All right, because then we're gonna do that. That's gonna be the raid message. And do I have to? We're gonna do the raid now. Bye.
Copy paste it.